again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's Josh? 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 Guess who's Josh?
Yeah. She's taking over your airwaves on the hump day. Welcome back to the SportsCast. Glad to have everyone back in here on a hump day. Had a pretty good week. Hope everyone else did as well. Knocker, you look a little bit refreshed because I know you're going on once again another vacation.
Yeah, we're going
just the life of Knocker. I swear to God, you need to have like an Instagram account or something.
Nobody cares what I'm doing,
what?
man. Nobody cares what I'm doing.
No, but it'd be fun. Like, not. Yeah, I think they do
But
because you go to fun. You're always traveling. Like, you're always doing shit.
Yeah, I am. I'm going to Steve-O.
Even if it's to just have you wear a GoPro to see everyone like see what it's like to be with Knocker on 18 holes of golf and see you freak the fuck out at certain shit. That'd be great. You know what? We should do that. I'm gonna get a GoPro. Because I've been saying I've been going to get a GoPro for a long time, especially for snowboarding when I go boarding. Now that Daniel's going to be going too,
all right.
I should get one and strap it on you for just a 4-hour just Knocker ride. And you know what? I'm going to ask the guy. I'm going to ask the golf pro shop. Like, can you schedule 4 Asians in front of him?
5.
5.
And 1 a female.
You're so great. Welcome back, though, everybody. You call the show tonight, 626-208-9040. I am running the ship here. I have got so many goddamn keyboards. I don't know.
I'm impressed.
You have to, right? Because I smoke a shit ton of weed.
I'm impressed.
I really do. You know, if you listen to the show, you know I smoke a lot of ganja. Okay, now, Knock.
How are you doing it?
I don't know. I'm like
serious.
3 beers deep. I took like 2 bong rips right before the show.
Yes, sir.
And I've got 4 monitors. I've got controls in front of me, mute buttons, sound systems. Got to take phone calls. And you're just over there with a pen and paper and iPhone and and a cocktail and a beer today.
Beer
wow.
And a cocktail.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck day for Knocker Wednesday
tonight.
So you guys welcome. You guys can tweet us at @RealJoshPacheco.
We still need to turn the calendar.
And you can tweet us at BudKnocker is your Twitter. We do need to flip our Texans calendar cheerleader, especially since they win a little winning streak.
I'm not
2
happy
wins
with
in a
that
row,
win.
right?
I'm really irritated with that.
2 wins over
That's my shit of the week. One of them.
Man, there's a thing called bad beats in
yes
betting, and you suffered a couple of them.
Notre Dame,
so we'll cover those.
Houston.
Oh,
yes,
tough.
My neighbor's like,
Knocker. I've
dude,
always told you to buy the half. I don't know why you don't buy in the half points.
I'm stupid. Just no other way around it.
Knocker lost 2 bets over the weekend on half points.
Yes, I did.
My God, man.
Yes, I did.
Just you never learn. You'd think after 30 years of this, right?
My neighbor Bobby comes over and goes, dude.
Does he hear you yelling from your fucking? He does, right? No, that Notre Dame game. You need to go back and follow Knocker on Saturday. His Twitter line. Oh my God, you loved and hated the Irish within a 10-minute span, so many different times.
About 3-minute span, absolutely.
Follow my ass on Twitter.
Hated him, loved him with the stupid score, and then they just ripped my heart out. Was giving up 75 uncontested yards before the half.
I'm just giggling to myself, man, because I've got the game, and you're betting on the first half on this. So I mean, I'm looking. Notre Dame looked to be in control.
UCF's already covered.
You know,
I'm down. I'm down to the bookie.
Yeah,
I need this, and I need it bad. And they just let him wall 75 effing yards.
Yeah,
you know,
it was bad.
Well, then I got to start keeping a little bit more. I'm really busy, but I kind of need to get more involved.
Yeah.
And what the hell's going on?
Yeah, kind of.
Because I didn't know Miami was starting a red shirt fucking freshman quarterback against
You're giving out picks without
Florida
this
State,
knowledge?
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I'm playing fantasy football, and they waived my fucking kicker on Tuesday.
What the hell, man?
Don't!
Seriously, you're just sitting there just smacking
your
head.
Who's this guy?
You felt like that with Greg Zuerlein week 2 when he didn't start. Yeah. Yeah, I felt about that Delvin fucking Cook this weekend. Thanks for telling me he was out 10 minutes before the game. Set my lineup the night before. This is the league in Frank's league where you got to fucking pay if you're the bitch.
Right,
and right now, me and Frank are both sitting at 1-4.
Are you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lord.
We're sitting beer bitch. We're looking at beer bitch game because we have a beer bitch game at the end of the season.
I will add you to my rosary because I do
Please
not want
pray
you
for
to
me.
lose.
Seriously.
I am.
If there's pictures of me drinking a big black dick next
right?
season.
Light candles.
Oh, my God.
Light candles.
Wearing a cutoff shirt that says beer bitch. Oh my! I can't do it. I've been in this league, and I was so mean to the guy that got beer bitch this year because he's the commish. So we all give him crap.
What do I tell you,
man? It's coming back hard. And then a Jai looking at Jai Heap fucking out for the season. Those are my 2 running backs, Delvin Cook and Jai Heap. So then I made a trade a couple weeks ago, not knowing that.
This is gonna be good.
Not knowing that.
Good.
Yeah, this isn't good. This is such karma. If anything, there's a karma in a fantasy league. What's the running back? Le'Veon Bell. Right. Thinking he's not going to come back this season. If he does, he gets traded. It's like I need to make a move because Delvin Cook hasn't been doing shit. Jai's not doing anything.
Right.
The guy was offering up James Conner because he was full at running back. This guy was just like running back heavy. He wanted Deshaun Watson from me.
That's how you got him and beat me?
No. This isn't Frank's league. This is not
Frank's league.
Yeah,
okay.
And so I had Deshaun Watson on the bench because I had drafted Patrick Mahomes late, and I was like, fuck that. Patrick's having a better year.
Right.
Watson's just sitting on the bench, and I had Fuller, the other wide receiver for the Texans, also on the bench because I had Edelman coming back. Okay, so both these players, it's like, go ahead. I'll take James Conner. Le'Veon Bell's coming back. I get 1 more week of James Conner. I have no running backs in this league. I have a guy on the bench. I got the torn ACL, and a guy Delvin Cook that I don't even know if he's going to play out.
Dude, stop.
Well, everybody
I don't want to drink out of the beer plastic. Oh my God! I don't want to be. I want to be called so many different names.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh God.
Okay, because
God,
I've got
please.
Kenyon Drake.
Oh.
I've got Breida, who actually had some points until he broke his ankle.
Oh man.
Right?
Knocky had me. Me and Knocker faced off in the SportsCast Fantasy League. I'm undefeated still. Went 5-0. Beat Knock, but Knock, you were valiant in your effort. You only lost by 20, and your kicker, like you said, was pulled right before the game.
Yeah, well, they waived him on Tuesday.
And Cooper Kupp was already at 21 points at halftime, and then they took him out.
Yes.
And you lost by 20. You could have won that. You could have beat me.
Easily won that.
You're 4-1. What are you, 4-1? Are you still
3-2?
3-2.
I lost to O-Dog that 1 week. I don't know how. But
I don't know how you lost to O-Dog.
Right.
I mean,
but I
my
did.
God.
But alas,
good showing.
Football.
Good showing. Good showing. My
hey,
God.
much better. I think that's better than my last 2 years combined. So I'm happy.
Yeah, you're like the Browns of fantasy football. You finally, you're winning this season. You've had 2 years.
Did you see the stats? Someone threw the stats out of the Browns on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
First in defense, first in takeaways, first in this, first in that. I mean, they're first in a lot of categories.
Yeah,
in the NFL. That is a good football team. I'm telling you, they're 2 kicks away. From being undefeated.
The defense is legit for sure. That defense is a legit defense, and I think that I think they're gonna make some noise and have a couple more wins. I see them winning a couple more games.
Okay, will you give it up?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
You're not gonna say it, are you?
No, I'm not, because that
shit,
defense is winning
bitch.
a lot of those games.
And he's got nothing to do with
No,
it.
he does have something to do with it. I can't have to give the guy credit because I just sound like a buffoon.
It's not even going to say his name, though.
No, he doesn't give the respect to that yet. He hasn't earned it. He hasn't earned it.
Wow. All right. No problem.
All right. Dak took me to 12-4 rookie season.
Well.
Okay.
You and Cowherd can hold on to the hate. Bottom line
It's not hate. It's just to get off the. It's not just him. It's not him. I just don't think it's. Dude, the guy had 4 turnovers in the game before this one. I mean,
but he's a winner. He's got that.
I'm so
team
sick of that.
on
He's
his
a winner.
back, and they're winning. They're winning.
I think it's contagious, and I do think that spreads across the locker room.
Perfect thing
but
for that
I'm going to say it's been a
organization.
team effort more than it's been Baker Mayfield. Can we
Understand
settle
that.
with that?
Yes, but when you get in the huddle and you're looking at him as opposed to the 43 other quarterbacks before him, you know you have a chance. You know he's not going to let you down. He's not going to show up drunk. He's not going to show up without being prepared. He's not going to show up and not give you
he ran from the cut.
120%.
Don't be so. Don't act like Baker Mayfield's his fucking angel.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is he's a professional quarterback. He's doing
I
everything
think that he
needs
has
to do.
progressed nicely, and I think he's having a good rookie season.
Just
Let's
say
not.
you were
no,
wrong.
let's pump the brakes a little.
Say you were wrong.
I'm not, because he's won. He's
Whatever,
He's
move
1-1 as a starter.
Whatever, move on.
All right, move on. How about that? Hey, at least before I get to that, let's
Whoa.
go to this guy. Let's go to this.
Hey, honey.
Let's go to this guy, because you know what? We might all be having bad days, but Eagles fans, they're used to winning.
Yes,
they're used to winning. They won the Super Bowl last year.
Right.
They expect great things.
Of
Wentz
course.
is back.
Well, even when they
Things
were
aren't
losing,
going
they
as well though
expected
right
great
now. They
things.
lost over the weekend to the Vikings. Not only lost, but they got pretty much ran off the field. They were pretty much dominated in that game. And one Eagles fan has had enough, Knocker, and he had this to say about his Eagles fandom.
Oh, Lord.
Little Eagles beanie.
seen this?
Takes all that motherfucker.
Are you
You
serious?
see that ass right there, my nigga? You see that ass? You see that ass, don't you?
Oh, he just wiped. Dude.
Fuck that shit.
So now, can we give you a play-by-play for just the podcasters that aren't going to watch
you've
the
got
the
an
YouTubers?
obese
yeah.
black man. He's all jiggly, probably weighing it down
Big
at
black
about
guy.
280.
He's got some weight on him.
Bald head, just a brother.
Yeah, he's just a brother.
He's on a. He looks like he's on just a desert road.
Yep.
There's nothing there, no trees, no nothing. Looks like a desert road, and he's gonna drop his drawers and show that big booty, and he's gonna wipe his. He's gonna use his.
He used his
beanie
beanie
as
to
a
wipe
dude
his
wipe.
ass and
As a
then
dude wipe.
chucked it.
And just chucks it down the street. Like I can't take it up.
I actually like that better than burning the jersey. Not only do you clean your
Well,
butthole,
it's much more demonstrative. It's much more
yeah,
personal.
I think it's much more personal, and I kind of think you make a better point because you could still wash that and use it. He might have
probably
picked that
did
up.
when the
You know what I'm
camera
saying? Like
stopped.
when you burn the jersey, that's probably his favorite beanie.
And you know what? You can't even tell that it's actually an Eagles jersey. A beanie. It just looks like a beanie. For all we know, it's a Bears beanie.
Yeah, we got to investigate a little more into this. But I do like the effort, and I do like what he's doing.
I do like the effort.
And
the
that's a
commitment.
big black ass, man.
It is.
You guys can watch
That's
a video
ugly.
if you dare on our Sportscast Instagram.
As asses go, that's ugly. That's ugly.
That's ugly.
That's ugly.
That's an ugly man. All right. And next up here, before getting everything, I want everyone to go to our new Instagram, which is Sportscast Game Time. I want you guys to check that out. Thank you, Johnny Ice, for making the new logos for the new soon-to-come podcast. And we already got the Twitch channel up, as you guys see, and are watching now. Make sure you guys go to Sportscast Game Time on Instagram, and then Sportscast Gamer on Twitter, because it's too long to put on there the full name. Or you can just search Sportscast Game Time. It'll show up. Follow us on both those. The new podcast will be coming out, Sportscast Game Time, with me and Blackout Falcon, me and Mike. We've got the Twitch channel up, Knocker. We've been pumping that really just this last 5 days. We've already got over 500 views on 3 streams,
very
so
nice.
people are liking it. We want you guys, though, we need you guys to go and follow us. Even if you don't have a Twitch account, it's free. You can sign up right through your Facebook. Just follow our channel. Give us the follow and the like button. We need to reach 50 followers within 30 days to start making some money off of this thing, so we need everyone to go out there and
cool.
yeah, we can get into their affiliate program and get this thing launched and going. So it's a fun time. We've already got clips and videos up you guys can check out. And on the Instagram, you could check us out. You'll see me on camera playing video games, getting pissed off, and so forth. Mike's just set his up, so we'll be getting Mike on there as well.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's fun. So check us out on Twitch for all you gamers, game heads. Even if you aren't, please do it for us. Just go through your Facebook. It's Twitch TV. The app's easy. You can go right online and do it. Just search Sportscast Squad, because everyone squads up with us. That's what we do. We win. So Sportscast Squad on Twitch. And follow us. And again, Johnny Ice, thanks for the nice logos as we're throwing up here for us.
When is that thing for Johnny? His birthday or whatever's
Yeah,
going
I'm
on
going,
in his house?
was
What's
the
going on?
20th. I'm going poker night at Johnny's.
Oh, very nice.
Not this weekend, but next weekend.
I'll be
Yeah.
in Laughlin next
Yeah,
weekend.
pray for his. Oh, on a different note, just because Johnny Ice, we love him, he's a family friend. Sad situation. He actually came out on Heidi and Frank. He's got a little boy, 2.5, little
Yeah.
Johnny.
Little cute.
And little MacGyve, his dog. Well, we've got a personal relationship with Johnny's dog because he got the puppy when we were
Doing
with
it
Toad
out of
Hop
his house.
out of his house and in Hollywood. He used to bring
Yes.
this, to
Yeah.
the dog to the Hollywood studios.
Even I like MacGyver.
Yeah,
I'm
MacGyver
not-
he
I'm not a
loved.
dog guy.
This dog loved
He
Knocker.
did, right? He loved my nuts.
And if you don't know Knocker, Knocker is not a pet dude.
Not a
He's
pet
just
person.
not a pet guy.
No,
he
I'm
doesn't.
not.
He doesn't want harm to pets. He's
No.
just not a pet guy.
Right.
But this dog loved him, which is funny as fuck. It's just funny. He's a cute little dog, a little white dog, little shaggy white dog. Anyway, long story short, Johnny came out and said that I guess little Johnny, his son, was outside and fell on top of MacGyver and really almost paralyzed him. He had to go to. Yeah, he's like in deep shape.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so they did the surgery, whatever they had to do on his dog. But Johnny's, obviously pretty. Not only that, shook up for his son. To have to, it's kind of, he's 2.5. He's at that age where he's gonna know. Yeah, he kind of gets it, and so just prayers and thoughts for Johnny little MacGyver, because that guy is a good little dog.
Prayer
and,
Network.
yeah,
Let's get that going.
And everybody
Let's
has
do it.
pets, knows what it's like. It's like their family. It's like a little kid getting hurt. So, all right, guys. Moving on, Fantasy Football League. Had another good week in fantasy. I'm still undefeated, so I'm waiting someone to take me down in the fantasy league in football. Knocker had his best shot. Knocker, I think he had the best shot so far. Actually, I think O-Dog, because I beat him by 2 points.
Yeah, well, that's a little closer. But you know what? The Cooper Cup doesn't go down, and I replace the Rams kicker who got waived with the replacement kicker.
Yep.
And I think I might beat you.
Okay.
Would have been damn close.
Yeah, it's been close. I'm just very impressed with you in fantasy football this year,
Thank
Knocker.
you.
I really am.
Appreciate that.
And you're sticking in there, Pigskin Pick'ems. We'll get to that later in the show also.
Yeah, I just can't
we'll
seem to
my
get to
power
double
rankings.
figures. I can't get that 10, 11, 12 win to make up some ground.
Yeah, we just looked.
But I will.
I think I'm 10 picks back from the lead, and you're 8, somewhere around there. So we'll get to that. All right, guys, let's span the globe, though, and check out what everyone's talking about around the world. Here we go.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport.
All right, as you guys know, we like to not only we just a football show here, but we obviously got to talk about what's going on in the world of sports,
Absolutely.
Knocker, before we get to anything, because the hot topics around the league. So let's brush around here, and let me throw some a little background for us. There we go. All right, Knock. First up here. Let's see what I got on the board. Oh, well, let's just get to the big thing that happened over the weekend. UFC 229.
Whoa.
Absolutely insane. I watched it. Was complete. That's one of the craziest endings I've ever seen in the fight. That's close to, not to the same stature as fighting in the crowd, but that Tyson Holyfield when he bit the ear, the same, just kind of like, holy shit,
insanity.
This is
reigns.
bigger than the actual fight that I just watched right now. Yeah. And I was at Steve. We were at Steve Molinari's at that old house in Glendora watching. I still remember that. I was just blown away. That just happened. He just bit his ear. This guy literally hopped over Knocker, as you could show. We saw the videos on our website.
Yeah,
I'm sure everybody's seen it by now, but just some crazy scenes, Knocker. McGregor getting choked out. I think it was in the third round that he got choked out in. I put some cash on McGregor.
The
I
old
thought
bare naked chokehold, right?
Yeah, I thought he was going to come out in big. I thought McGregor was going to give a better showing. He didn't look in shape.
Well, of course not. He's too busy doing whatever
doing what he's doing. And after I saw that, I didn't see the footage of this guy. What's his name again? Khabib Nurmagomedov or whatever.
Yeah, Khabib.
Yeah, I wish I would have saw him wrestling a bear when he was a fucking kid before I placed the bet. Because any kid that's wrestling a goddamn grizzly when he's a kid,
pretty tough.
Like that's pretty tough, motherfucker. But you see him going over the top of the ring here, Knocker. Absolutely insane scene. They said before the fight there was just the tension between the Russians and the Irish in this thing was just, you could feel it. It was palpable inside the arena. You had Brendan Schaub, who's a Joe Rogan guy, go on his podcast a week before the fight and said, man, I wouldn't go to this fight for this reason.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely crazy that he called it.
Wins.
We posted up a fight on our Instagram of the Russians and the Irish getting in a fight before the actual match. This is just random people here, Knocker.
Thank you, sir.
I mean, it's crazy.
Thank you all. We will see you all tomorrow night.
So you can hear Rogan in the back. They don't know. This cheeks just, crazy, dude.
I don't want to get hit.
Crazy, Knocker. And you can check out the footage on our Instagram at SportsCast. Knock, this is how much tension this meant. They said there was just parts of Vegas and certain casinos where you just walked lines of Irish and lines of Russians.
Yes.
It's crazy how much this was, but is there anything you could compare? Is that what you compare it to, maybe a Tyson Holyfield type of ending? Because the ending of this was better than the fight.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that really compares, there've been, I mean, back when I was growing up, Friday night at the Olympic for boxing or roller derby, it turned into that shit every night.
Yeah.
So it's not unique, but it is unique on this big of a stage and whatever. But, a lot of this falls on McGregor. There's one thing hyping a fight, and then there's another thing just getting too personal, just trying to, whatever. And not all is fair. You got into this guy and you got into his family. You insulted everything about him,
Right.
his culture, his religion, his family. I mean, and then you have a guy outside the ring just, egging it on.
But
after
you got
your guy
Khabib's
lost.
dad even saying that, this is wrong. What Khabib did was wrong. It's
Of
like,
course
I'm going
it
to
is.
punish him harder than the UFC is because it's a respect factor.
Absolutely. Of
You know what I'm
course it
saying?
is.
And then he goes out and he says, I'm going to trash Dana White's car. And Dana, I'm going to trash your car if you don't give me the belt, because they did withhold his check and the belt after this.
Mm-hmm.
So crazy, just absolute scene at the end of this
Mad
thing, Knocker.
Russian.
It's just, crazy fight. We're going to get a rematch. in some shape or form. There's just too much surrounding this. There's too much money involved, and personally, I think McGregor has no chance against Khabib at all.
No,
because of Khabib's style. I think McGregor. I think we've finally seen. It's sad to see, but it's that fighter you see, like a Ronda Rousey moment. I think that was kind of like what in comparison, it's a Ronda Rousey moment for him, because I saw one of the greatest fighters that I looked up to. The dude's human. He got his ass. Yeah, he got his ass kicked, kind of like Rousey did. And it's like, I don't think he can come back. I don't think that McGregor can come back from this, because I think everyone's found his weakness. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
I agree. Yeah.
It's going to be
very interesting to see what happens with this.
Yeah.
And you know, Khabib has a point too. Oh, okay, this guy can throw chairs at a bus with women and children in it. This guy can do this. He can go into the crowd, and it's okay. I
get the double
standard
standard there.
But there's a double standard here. I'm not condoning what I did, but you know, this guy does crazy stuff, and it's good for the sport. I do it, and it's a travesty. Yeah. So you know, something's got to give.
That last in UFC news here, I guess. It's officially been booked. John Jones and Alexander Gustafsson, who's they're saying it's going to be the best fight in history as far as
they already
the UFC.
Fight once?
They did already fight once.
Right,
Knocker.
Jones
This
won.
is going to be the best rematch. They say arguably the best rematch in UFC history here. These two are slated to fight on December 29th, UFC 232 in Vegas. The fight is slated to be for the UFC light heavyweight title, so it's going to be a good fight. This is another one I think you're going to want to order. You're not going to get the same scene, but hopefully John Jones, by the time, that's the only thing. Everyone wants to see John Jones. By the time the fight comes, has he tested positive for something?
Well,
so
here's my problem
let's hope
with
we
all
see
this,
it,
though.
man.
I
want to see it.
They're in danger of turning into WWE. You know, you
With
got
the
to start
circus
looking
show, you
back
mean?
and watching this going, okay, man, is there a predetermined winner? You know, is this all just soap opera stuff to hype the sport and this and that? I mean, I know it's not right now, but you could make an argument that it's starting to trend that way. And if it does, that'll be a very sad day indeed, because this was pure, it was fresh, and it was new. And I'd hate to see it go, you know, the way of other things that are under scrutiny constantly.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the UFC moves forward from this and what the repercussions will be. Moved on here to the Diamond here, Knocker. We saw last night the Red Sox take out the Yankees 3-1 in the ALDS. They move on to face the Astros.
Epic series.
You know, it was a great series. I wish it would have gone 5. The one's coming up, but I do wish the Yankees and Red Sox would have gone 5. That comeback in the 9th inning was, I thought they would have rallied to do that, but you got Mike Stanton. You pay all this, Giancarlo Stanton. You pay all this money to, and you left 15 runners on base in the series here, Knocker. I think that's the big factor. Then you got Yankees fans throwing beers at the Red Sox closer coming out of the bench, and Craig Kimbrell.
Right. Just get over yourselves.
I get it, get over yourselves, but I do kind of like it. I think it's what baseball needs. Baseball needs more of this stuff in it, though, because it does interest me more. I know it's not part of the game. I don't want someone to get with the beer, but you know what? That's kind of why I watch. I don't watch much baseball, but I was watching it last night. And what's up with fucking Craig Kimbrell and that fucking hawk thing?
I have no idea.
What is that? Like, what is that about? I don't get it.
I don't know.
So we got the Dodgers versus the Brew Crew, Knocker. And then we got the Astros versus the Red Sox. Let's make our predictions here. We'll see who do you got going to the World Series in this and how many games. What do you like?
Well, when we predicted last week, and I'm still going to go with it. I'm going Dodgers, Red Sox in the World Series, and I think the Dodgers are going to win.
I got Dodgers, Red Sox. I actually got Dodgers, Red Sox World Series as well. I think the momentum's on the Red Sox side here. But don't count out the Astros. I think I think all these series are going to go 6 or 7. And I'm going to say here, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's the other way around. I just would love to see the Dodgers back. I think that this is Kershaw's last chance with the Dodgers, and I'd like to see him get it with the Dodgers as well, because I don't think they re-sign him in the offseason, which they shouldn't.
Right.
Because he's going to be way too much money. Let him go back to Texas.
Part of the reason I'm picking Boston is not so much that I think that they're just a better baseball team. It's just so hard to repeat. It's so hard to win the World Series and get back there, and then you know, not just get back there but win it again.
Yeah.
So the odds are telling you that Houston's not going to win the World Series again, whether they get there or lose to Boston. The odds tell you they're going to lose to one of those two teams. And Boston just seems like all year long it's just been sweet. You know, they've been playing good all year long. No really lulls, no really downs. But you know, Houston's a juggernaut. I just think just Boston with the, you know, losing last year to Houston, I think they come back and beat them this year.
Yeah, I think it's kind of revenge for both teams, kind of for these two. Now, I'd like to see, actually, I wouldn't mind seeing the Brewers, but from being from LA, I'd love to go to another Dodgers World Series.
Of course.
And so, yeah, all right, we got a call coming in. Let me see here.
do it? Come
I
on.
think you can do it. I
Can
think
you
can
handle
do
it?
Caller, you on the line? Hello, caller.
Uh-oh. Come on, Josh.
Oh, I have him. He should be on the line here.
Come on, Josh.
see. Caller. Hello. Yep. Call back, caller.
Please call back.
Yeah, I have him on the line. It's 5. What number was that? Let me see what number that was. Was a.
You sure you have the plugs in the right?
Yeah, I just didn't get to it in time, I think. Yeah, there you go. Just come back in. 510 number. Here we go. Let's see.
510.
Yeah. Caller, what's going on? I can hear you.
Josh.
Says my speakers are muted. I don't know why. Hang on, caller. Let me try and figure this out. I don't know why it's muted.
In the meantime, talking baseball.
Yeah.
I'm really liking John Smoltz. He's a little too laid back, but he's very intelligent in the insights that he brings to the game. You know, just little things that he can bring up in past experience, and I think he's got the Dodgers depth just, you know, really tuned in to what the Dodgers bring to the table.
Yeah.
Every time that the Dodgers make a 2-for-1 or a pinch hitter comes up, something happened.
Well, that's me. Sorry.
Not only, you know, do they have a bona fide player coming in to pinch hit who probably should be starting on another team, he can also play defense and play defense in several positions. So, you know, to where you're the Braves and you come in and pinch hit, you know, well, now what am I going to do with him? Where am I going to put him in the field?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I got to
saying?
figure out the phones at the break, so I got to
Where-
know why it's muted. So I got to figure it out right now.
Where the Dodgers bring in Freese, or they bring in Hernandez, or they bring in Grandal, or they bring in, you know, Peterson, and they can just stick them basically.
Yeah,
in
they
any
got a
position in
murderer's
the
row. The
field.
Dodgers do. It's going to
crazy.
be a great lineup for them to go through. All right, so we got our World Series picks. Knocker, real quick, ran through a couple more headlines. NASCAR introduces a new rules package. Knocker, what to place spotlight on driver ability? Do you know? Give just the listeners, for a casual list, you know, guy of NASCAR like myself, what does this rule mean to NASCAR?
NASCAR introduced 2 baseline rules package for the 2018 Monster Energy NASCAR Series, designed to promote competitive driving, blah, 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 and the racing circuit looks like drive fan interest. The revised aerodynamics and engine configurations are expected to foster tighter racing on the majority of the speedways, measuring longer than 1 mile. Okay, so they're tweaking the cars, tweaking the engines, to make them even more equal.
Okay.
And that's a double-edged sword, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you want to make the drivers more important than the car.
Yeah.
But the problem is, and the problem with NASCAR, until the side-by-side racing is great, right? For the 300 out of 310 laps.
Right.
But what's killing NASCAR is to me, and this is why I don't watch it anymore, and I'm not a fan, is that after those 300 laps, the last 10, if your car's not good enough and you're not good enough to beat the guy that's in front of you, you just take him out.
Yeah.
You just bump him out and pass him, and that's not racing. That's cheating. And it doesn't interest me at all that you can bump the guy's rear end, make him spin out, right? And you go on and you take the flag when your car wasn't good enough the whole day and you weren't a good enough driver to get in front of him as opposed to taking him out. So, yeah, it'll be nice to side-by-side racing and everything's the same and everything's equal.
Skill
but
with the driver,
until
right?
you stop taking out intentional crashes, you're
Kind of
gonna,
like
you're gonna lose
intentional
fans.
crashes. I
Well,
kinda
yeah,
like
people
it.
like
I like
crashes.
the old days of Thunder's kind of racing. Like it makes it like it's just for these sports that don't have much action in it. I like when the drama's there. If you take the drama out, I just. Why do you tune in? Half the people do tune into NASCAR because the crashes.
Yeah, but crash in the middle of the race. Not just, okay, well, I can't win, so I'm going to take him out in the last 2 laps, and then I win. Oh, boy. It's just so anticlimactic to me.
I get it from both sides.
If anybody knows anticlimactic, it's
yeah.
me.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Ask Wendy.
I'm an expert.
Ask Wendy. Ask Wendy. All right, last year, Knocker, did you hear this story? Jimmy Butler today made his dramatic return to the Minnesota Timberwolves,
God.
challenging teammates, coaches, and front office executives. He was said to have yelled at his own GM, Knocker, "You fucking need me, Scott. You can't win without me." Now, this is Butler's first practice since returning from after 3 weeks ago. He requested a trade out of Minnesota, Knocker.
Understand.
Is this something you'd like out of your captain?
Really? You need to ask me that question? Really?
You guys,
What do you think my response is going to be to that question?
I think that you
Knowing
think
me.
Jimmy Butler should fucking act like more of a professional.
If I'm the owner and the GM, one of two things is going to happen to Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
I'm trading you to the worst team in the league, right? And I'm going to eat the contract. I'll give him to the worst team in the league. I'll give you Jimmy Butler. Just take him. I'll pay the whole contract. Just get him out of here and let him suffer in the worst environment the NBA has to offer. Or number two, I just release him and eat the contract. Bottom line is, Jimmy, I got more money than you. I own the team.
Yeah, but bottom line is you need to put butts in the seat, Knock.
Not that way. Not with that kind of guy. I can't build a team around that guy. What is the rest of the team looking at him like? They're going to let him get away with that? They're going to let him get away with that. That's our leader?
Kobe's done the same thing.
Jimmy Butler's not Kobe. And I don't like Kobe for the same reason.
But you don't think Jordan walked in on ever? Jordan wasn't the greatest. Jordan punched teammates, Knock. Like,
he wouldn't do that in public. He wouldn't demean his general manager in public like that. He might do it closed doors, right? And his teammates is one thing. And now you're going after the owners, and you're going after the GM, and you're doing it like a baby in the middle of the court. I eat his contract. I'm sorry, I just do. I take it as a write-off, and I eat it.
I think in a way that this just shows how the NBA is just such a players' league. They control everything. No, that's not we'll see. They do. LeBron chooses where he wants to go. Kevin Durant chooses where he wants to go.
Well, that's just free
Paul
agency.
George chooses where he wants.
That's just
they
free
hold
agency.
these owners, which is, I'm not saying it's wrong. The owner, you're holding billionaires at bay. I mean, you know, say what you want, but I just think it's such a players' league. They control everything because they know, Jimmy Butler knows, hey, you want to put 12,000 in the seats or do you want to put 35,000 in the seats next season? And he knows that. In
a town like Milwaukee, I think they turn on him.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah, we'll see. Well, lastly here.
My opinion.
And what's happening around the world of sports. Not going to see this story. Report Antonio Brown sued for throwing furniture off a balcony and nearly hitting a toddler. Knock. This is a crazy story.
Oh, my God.
Did you read into this? Have you seen this at all, Knock?
No.
This is the first you've seen of this?
Yes.
Oh, wow, really? Okay, well, yeah, Knocker, I guess supposedly he was in an argument here. It says Brown is being sued both by his landlord over damage to the unit and furniture by a man named Orville Stenberg, who 22-month-old kid was allegedly nearly hit by the falling debris. Knocker. It says
from the 14th floor. What are you thinking about?
Says a lawsuit filed by the victim contends two very large vases, an ottoman, and other pieces of furniture landed just feet away from the child and his grandfather. It goes to say surveillance video clearly shows objects falling from the balcony and nearly striking the two people on the ground. Brown was said to be extremely agitated, acting aggressively, and yelling at security personnel. So, Knock, this is obviously going to be a lawsuit. This is another just something happening with the Steelers.
He claims his child was he's 22 months, man. He claimed his child was terrified and traumatized by the incident, and he's having
nightmares. Ottoman falls from that'll kill him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if that landed next to my daughter, yeah. I'm sorry as a parent, and as that happened, I'm gonna be just as pissed off probably as this guy.
And his behavior really hasn't changed.
And knowing that it's Antonio Brown, fuck you. You know what? I know you have money, so yeah, I'm gonna take you there because you should be smart enough to know what the fuck you're doing. You're a national. You play in the National Football League. I mean, and for the Steelers, it's just another thing of off the field incidents with their players.
Yeah.
And their superstars. It's just another one of those things. So.
Well, it's just the bottom line is, dude, just players, take a step back. You're all replaceable. All of you. Every single one of you is replaceable. Yes, at AB, you're probably the best receiver in the league. But you know what? There's going to be another best receiver in the league. And another one. And the Steelers can trade for one, or they'll develop one. You know, Le'Veon, how good is Connors doing this season?
Yeah.
You know, your holdout is not hurting them. Sorry, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Same thing with you, AB. If you don't show up, and half the time you're probably not showing up mentally anyway, We'll find someone else. There's always new players. Every player in the history of the NFL who you said was the greatest it's ever been has been replaced by another greatest it's ever been.
Yeah.
So just take a step back, and you're not all that.
Yeah,
you're
true.
just football players.
It's just really just crazy. These guys, I just don't see having that much money. Just you know you're in the limelight. I just don't know how that doesn't
But
click
the rage,
in your brain.
what are you
know?
mad
Like,
at? She pissed you off, then just kick her ass out.
Yeah, like you're a fucking millionaire. Be like, bitch,
What are you
just
doing?
get out
Right?
or
you
just
know what?
leave. Like,
I'm leaving.
yeah, like get in your fucking Ferrari. Get the fuck out.
But,
you know,
but
like
you're supposedly an intelligent human being, an intelligent man, and you're throwing objects out the 14th floor.
yeah,
Think about it.
yeah,
The
pretty
14th
much.
floor where the public is standing below you.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's no rationale. There's absolutely no rationale for that.
So, all right, guys, we're gonna get a refresh. I'm gonna get a drink here, get a bong token or two, and I'm gonna come back, give you guys my power rankings.
Oh Lord.
Everyone loves them, and they've been right on this year, Knock. Right on. You have not disagreed 1 week.
Not too much, no.
I think you'll agree once again. We'll get to those, and of course, our pigskin pickups. Get to all the games coming up, cover the spreads, give you our winners, Knockers College picks of the week, and much more when we get back right after this. Yeah, welcome back. Palm toast and Coors Light ready to go. Knock. I don't know about you, but you're double fisting over there.
I am.
You are double fisting, and don't you think that that's water in that other fucking one you got there? I like how that's your secret drink right there. So everyone thinks it's water in that other one. Like, no, don't worry about Knock. He's got beer, and he's drinking basically a Coors Light, which is water, and then water.
With the water.
Yeah, it's like, leave the guy alone. Meanwhile, 3 hours in, why is Knock drooling in the corner? Yeah, he had a lot of waters.
He's unresponsive.
He had a lot of waters.
Right. From Sandlight. He looks pretty crappy.
He looks pretty crappy. Trying to get the phones back up. I don't know why it's muted, so if you guys are calling, I do apologize. I know we just had a caller just try to call in, and they were saying it was Big Dot was trying to call in. So shout out to Big Dot.
Thank you.
Big Dot, you're calling in up there. He's from San Francisco, another one of my Xbox homies. Calling
Damn,
in.
first time calling and we couldn't get him in?
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Come on, man.
Usually we test this shit, but do you know, I'm fucking...
You're not getting paid this week.
I need some goddamn help with this shit.
Next week you're getting hot dogs.
I told
You're
Mike
getting
too.
corn
I
dogs.
told Mike too. Mike, I know you're listening right now, Mike. I know you're listening. I told him the same thing. I was like, I don't need another... If we're starting this fucking... this thing with the gaming shit, I don't need another fucking knocker. I can only handle doing all this shit for one show.
You know what,
okay?
man? You're getting
All right?
corn dogs next week. That's it. I ain't cooking next week. You're getting corn dogs.
You ain't cooking?
Nah, not for this. You
That was
can't
some
even
good-
take a phone call.
I'm sorry, dude. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to take the time out. I'm sorry.
That was some good grub tonight, though.
That was some good shit. What do you call that? Is that just something you made up, or is that actual recipe?
No,
Tell listeners what you made tonight, because this Knocker's menu is just off the hook.
I'll
Knock actually does when he does put in effort into it, it's fucking off the hook.
Just a couple.
It's because it's either getting a Little Caesars pizza or it's actually some good shit.
Right, and I'm actually cooking for the most part.
Yeah,
here.
you are. No.
I just threw a couple chicken breasts in a crock pot.
Yes, get what's not. I like this. We should give Knockers like meal. Like you should give something
out.
out.
Such
Like
an easy prep.
You should. Okay,
at
so this is
4:30 in the morning.
Okay.
Plop 2 chicken breasts in the crock pot.
Knockers cookbook.
Threw in a large jar of paste hot picante sauce.
Okay. So 2 chicken breasts, paste picante hot sauce.
The whole jar.
Okay, in a crock pot.
In the crock pot.
Okay.
Another, container of water, right, of the salsa that was in there, maybe another half.
Okay.
Just so it's kind of covered. Swish it around, put it on low in the crock pot, and it cooked for 12 hours.
Oh.
Right? Then when you get here, you take it out, you shred it up, and you put it back in.
Yeah.
Right? Little less water if you want the sauce thicker.
Yeah.
Right? And then I have a white rice in the rice cooker. Steamer, the rice cooker.
Yeah.
Right? And then some pinto beans on the side, and you just make a salsa chicken bowl out of
it's
it.
the bomb.
With some corn, with some flour tortillas.
It's
the bomb. Shit right there.
Yeah.
Good
it was
comfort
good
food.
stuff. So that's what would you call that? If someone would like to write that down, what do you call
just
that?
Some, chicken
Knocker
roast.
spicy chicken?
Spicy chicken.
Knocker
roast.
spicy chicken crock pot?
I'm not going to call it arroz con pollo because it's really not.
Okay.
But it's just, salsa chicken over rice.
Okay.
Or, salsa chicken rice bowl. Probably even better because of the beans in it. You just mix it all together. Fantastic.
Nice.
Oh, my goodness.
I like that. Shout out also to play with a couple guys on Twitch over the weekend. Jason Etsy. So shout out to him.
All right.
I was chatting it up with him over the weekend as well. And JR, yes, I know. I'm trying to get the shit fixed. Okay, I don't need you bitching on the chat right now at all. I really don't need that in the chat room. I really don't need it at all in the chat right now. Pressure at all. All right, Knock, let's get into it. Everyone's been waiting for it. The much anticipated power rankings of the show.
Let's go.
Here we go.
Go power rankings.
Everybody at home.
Go power rankings. Go power rankings.
Shout out to Kenny too on Twitch. Yeah, he's following us now. Follow Cripple Kenny on Twitch. He's fucking hilarious, dude.
That's him right there. That was like our very first effort.
Oh man, that's the very first sound drop I think we ever had.
Right?
Yeah, like for a segment.
Right?
That was like the very
and
first
Cam,
one.
Cam tweeted out, power rankings. Go power rankings.
I'm the only one that does it, folks.
You're not going to find that anywhere else.
No, hell no.
Right?
I'm not going to find that anywhere
You're
else.
going to find that at SVP or the Herd.
Fucking the Herd.
Like come on.
Did you hear Christine Leahy's getting her own show? Did you see that? Did you see Cousin Joe
First
tweeted
thing I
that
thought
at me?
of you was, Josh?
Yeah, Joe.
What do
Cousin
you think
Joe.
of this?
Cousin Joe fucking added me on Twitter with the headline FS1 put out, the PR whatever. Christine Leahy's new show coming Monday, interviewing stars and guests. And Joe's like, look who's back. I'm like, oh my God. Good thing she banned me
She's your
and blocked
favorite,
me
huh?
from fucking Twitter, man. So, all right, Knock. Let's run with it. Here we go through the power rankings here. Are you ready to go?
Absolutely.
Are you
Why
ready
not?
to hear these? Because I'm ready for you to be in agreement. Because I have to say, and I haven't gotten much heat on Twitter. Thank you very much.
You've been pretty spot on.
You know, Dr. Rob's laid off because I don't have the Packers in. I'm not
Right.
sucking on Aaron Rodgers' teat anymore, you know. I'm feeding into the little bit. But Dalvin Cook's still a little bitch. He's picking shit up.
Dr. Rob is too much, dude. He's 2 games into the Penguins
Oh,
season.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's already-
I love him.
He's just going
He
nuts.
reminds me of you. He reminds me of you. This is you. Don't act like that's not you. You and Dr. Rob are a lot alike. You get you two in a bar.
2 games in.
Oh,
he's
man.
just,
I want to. We need to get Dr. Rob out here for a Penguins-Kings game and just sit you two next to each other, dude.
You're like the two guys on the Muppet Show, the 2 old cranky guys in the balcony.
Yeah, that's another GoPro knocker moment. You and Dr. Rob just chilling at a fucking Kings game. It'd be great. All right, Knock, here we go. Starting from the bottom and working our way up.
Number 10.
Number 10, Big Knock. Let's see where I got my power rankings at number 10. Oh, I got the Steelers. Steelers come back, Knocker. I win. They're 2-2-1. I think they're heading in the right direction. Le'Veon Bell, now that I know he is coming back, does make a big difference for them on offense. And I like these teams, especially in the AFC North, that play in cold weather because teams change, Knocker. September football is
Absolutely.
completely different. Sure. The first quarter of the season is completely different from any other part of the season in football. And if you watch football for a while like me and you have, you know that when the weather changes, so do football teams, and that's
Sure.
when the Steelers get better.
Well, now when you
And
go
that's
to,
why a lot of these teams you'll see coming up, cold weather teams for me.
Well, when you go to Pittsburgh now, you're going to Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting the day off for weather. You're going to Pittsburgh, cold, miserable, Pittsburgh.
That's what I'm saying. And it seems that they benefit from
Absolutely.
that, Knocker. So I've got the Steelers at number 10, so you're not going to disagree with that. All right, here we go.
Number 9.
Number 9, Knocker, I've got the Vikings. Knocker, big win. You go in and a revenge game against the Eagles. You go in and you beat the Eagles on their home field. Not only beat them, Knocker, you send a message that, you know what, last year we should have beat you, and this year we're going to come back and get you. I think it's a great bounce-back game for a team like the Steelers. I think these 2 games for the Steelers and Vikings really show me another cold-weather team. The thing that scares me, though, is their running game. Their running game is shot right now. They have no running game. Dalvin Cook, I don't know what his story is, but Adam Thielen, my God, was he a walk-on? I think he's a hometown kid.
Much, but he's the Edelman.
He's
the
getting
Cooper
8-10
Kupp.
catches a game.
Kupp,
I mean, everyone
Thielen.
thinks Stephon Diggs, but Thielen's the guy right now. Kyle Rudolph's still a danger in the red zone. Their defense is still one of the best in the league, top 5. I got the Vikings at number 9, Knock. Again, only crickets because no one's going to disagree with me, right?
Number 8.
Number 8, Knock. All right, this team coming off a big win in the last second of the game. I don't care if it's a 63-yard field goal. You win a game, no matter what. Even if it's at home and you come back, it shows me resilience. They're up there, Knocker. I think they're 3-1 right now, the Carolina Panthers. I got to give it to them. Scares me, though, that they still don't have a tight end. That Olsen injury just really scares me about them. But, again, they're a team that can move the football when the weather gets tough because Cam Newton in that running game with McCaffrey.
Steelers and the Vikings?
Right now?
On a neutral field? It was a 63-yard freaking field goal, bro.
I kind of shuffle the bottom teams. I'm going to give the Carolina Panthers the bump because of the record. I think all 3 of my bottom teams are even. Actually,
and whoever had the foresight to hire that Spanish language announcer. That,
did you like that
friend,
tweet? Someone tweeted out, yeah, that's just what it sounds like when an announcer's on cocaine.
That, my friend, is what the Mexican culture is all about. If you're going to do it, do it with passion. Go all in and just live the moment.
I'm telling you.
And that's what this guy did.
Yep.
Right? I'm trying to stretch this out so you can try and find it. You know if you're looking for it. Do you
Oh,
have
no,
the
I
replay?
can play it. No, I can play it. Oh, I didn't know you want me to play that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, here, I can play it.
Absolutely.
Let me play it for you. No, I have it.
You have to. For those who have not heard this.
Oh, yeah, we have to.
Are you kidding me?
No, you're right. I have to pull this up. Hang on. I got to put in my tweets here.
So all that stretch right there was for naught?
Yeah,
I was stretching.
Yeah.
I thought we were
No, I got it.
Together on this.
I have to
you
have
had
it.
no idea.
It's from.
Normally we're pretty good at that.
We are pretty good at it. Let me go through. I didn't know you wanted me to pull that up. Damn, because it
How
is really
could we
good.
not replay that?
Did I tweeted
I could have
it,
done
right?
that shot for the week. We could
Oh,
do
here
that
it is.
shot
No,
of
I
the
got
week.
it. Here it is. has 2 million views, Knocker.
Right?
This is 30 seconds. Hang on, I got to turn the music down.
This is
real quick.
straight insanity.
Oh, my God.
And
Okay,
you
so
gotta
this is
love it.
Graham Gano kicking a 63-yard game-winning field goal against the Giants, which
Yes.
I loved, which is even, I think that's why I gave him the boost, because they beat the Giants. But realistically, guys, I know you say we beat them on a neutral field. That's how I base my power rankings. Any of those bottom 3 teams, I think they're 50-50 right now. I think to add 10 games, they each win 5. So, but here's a Spanish call knocker
This is
on
just
Graham
precious.
Gano's 63-yard field goal. Yeah, it said every Spanish announcer is Gus Johnson on cocaine. This is what the caption is. Here we go.
Volume.
Le ha sobrado distancia, le van a servir. Tiene altura, tiene profundidad, va a llegar. ¡Ganó, lo ganó! ¡Señor! ¡Ganó, lo ganó! Yo sí le voy a los Panthers. Yo sí le voy a los Panthers.
Oh, my God. That might be the greatest 30 seconds of sports calling radio you've ever heard.
Right?
Knocker, I have to play it again because I enjoyed it too much. This is, oh, my God, Knocker.
Mike Trico.
Thank you for seriously bringing this up.
Mike
I would have totally gone over this. I
Mike
forgot
Trico
about this.
in Collinsworth. Take some lessons here.
My God.
Some passion. Bring some Latin passion to this.
This might be the greatest sports call in the history of sports calls. I know Joe Buck's got some good ones. You've got Knocker. You've heard, Al Michaels got some good ones. This is
Le ha sobrado distancia, le van a servir. Tiene altura, tiene profundidad, va a llegar. ¡Ganó, lo ganó! ¡Señor! ¡Ganó, lo ganó! Yo sí le voy a los Panthers. Yo sí le voy a los Panthers.
What's he saying at the end? The kata.
Le voy a the ball. I don't know.
Like the Cats, the Panthers. Like I don't.
Tecate.
Oh my God.
He might be calling beer Tecate. I don't know. He's just. All I know is he's all in, man.
Dude.
He's all in. There's an 8-ball on the table
Dude.
where they're announcing this game.
Dude, they're just snorting the shit out. That is fucking great. Knocker, thank you for bringing that up. That was just fantastic. All right, Knock. All right.
That'll give them the bump.
Yeah, that
the
will.
foresight to hire somebody like that.
Yeah, it will. All right, Knock. Next up here. So, again, those bottom 3 teams for me, guys, don't get mad. They're interchangeable. I could put the Steelers, the Vikings up there. We'll see who comes out on top this week. Here we go.
Number 7.
Oh, I got to turn that down. That's the lot. Blow your eardrums out there. All right, number 7 here. The Bears. Knocker, got to give it up for the Bears, Knock. Just what can you say, dude? That defense for me, until it proves
From
otherwise, someone beat it. Someone beat it, and then I'll bump them down because Mitch Trubisky, even if you can throw for 6 touchdowns, cut that in half. I don't care. Cut that in a quarter.
Right.
I'll take a 1.5 touchdowns per game out of you at this point with that defense. I think, Knocker, until I think on a neutral field, that defense actually beats the Vikings, the Steelers, and the Panthers right now.
Well, right now they're getting just enough offense to help the defense.
Right.
But that defense is nasty. And except for the burp, the miracle of Rodgers opening night, they've dominated. They're a very good football team right now.
Yeah, I was going to say their plus minus differential, Knocker's plus 46.
Yeah,
that's
there you
insane.
Go. Yeah, they're probably right up there with turnover margin and all that other stuff too.
They got the 111 points for, 65 against, win streak at 3 right now. Knocker, they're 3-1. We'll see who they play up for coming up
and the
this
only
week.
loss was the miracle. I mean, they should have won that game. They dominated that game
yeah.
until the man walked on water in the fourth quarter.
Sorry, Dr. Rob, I know you're a Vikings fan and everything, but right now, you got to prove it to me. Vikings, you got a couple bad losses. Mm-hmm. You got to prove it to me. I know it's a big win against the Eagles, but right now, the Bears are the prime of that division right now, Knock. So, all right, next up here.
Number 6.
Number 6, Knock. Got to give it up for the Bengals, man. Another big win. They're 4-1. I mean, you got to put it up. The defense is still legit. Top 10 defense, Knocker. Andy Dalton, I know I've always bagged on him. I still don't think they're a Super Bowl team. That's why they're not in my top 5. But right now, Knocker, I think they're the most complete team out of all the ones I've named on both sides of the football. That's for me, both sides. That offense can move right now with A.J. Green. They just got Joe Mixon back. I think that offense is one of the more dynamic ones in the league. They can put up 25, 30 points on the team right now without even thinking about it. And if that defense can hold them and they're getting healthier, I like the Bengals at number 6 here.
Well, on a neutral, I'm taking the Bears, so I would have them behind the Bears.
Okay, that's the one you would flip,
right
though?
Now, I would flip those two teams. because they had to come back. They went down 17-0. You shouldn't go down 17-0 at home against the Dolphins, who are coming off an ass whipping in New England.
Right.
You should have dominated that team from the beginning, as you did in the comeback. Right.
Yeah.
So that's my issue with them. They're still the Bengals to me. Right. But they are at least winning games they're supposed to win. And you know, the test is going to come when they play Pittsburgh and when they play the Ravens. We'll find out what they're made of. But right now, yeah, I would have them behind the Bears. But, okay, second 5, I'll give you that.
All right, so my top 5 right now is the teams right now that I think actually, if that team right now is Super Bowl contenders, this is them. I don't know what's going further, but right now this is what I got.
Number 5.
Jaguars, Knocker. Still that defense, I think, other than the Bears, that defense is legit. And I do think that Blake Bortles is a better quarterback than Mitch Trubisky at this point in his career. I do think he's a little better. And I think the Jags are more of, again, a complete team than the Bears offensively. I know they've lost some weapons in the offseason, but it depends on Leonard Fournette. It depends on Leonard Fournette. Right now, though, I think that defense, like the Bears, keeps them in games. I think that's just they get a turnover or two. If you can get 7-10 points off turnovers a game, why not? No.
Well, what's interesting to me though is you talk about their defense, and they are my defense, and they still got some double-figure points in fantasy, but Kansas City scored a lot of points on one of the best
but that's a tough play. I give a
league.
pass for a Jags team going on the road, bad weather, in one of the hardest places to play. I think they bounce back this week against my Cowboys. I think they shut down the Dallas this weekend.
Well,
Dallas is not going to have an answer for them this weekend. I'm taking the Jags this weekend in my pick'ems because I need to gain games. Dallas is not winning this game this weekend against the Jags.
So, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, all right, number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4 team, Knocker, got to go with the Patriots. You get Edelman back. Gronk is still standing up, so got to give him that. That defense, I think, is susceptible at times, but I think one of the most underrated players is James White. I mean, this guy is dynamic for them. He can run the ball. He can catch the ball at the backfield.
Oh, Michelle, too.
The rookie's coming into his own, and it's the Patriots. And it's November. It's October.
Yeah,
this is where they start to. They're my top 4
team
team here.
They end up 12-4.
Yeah,
hosting
exactly.
the AFC Championship game.
Exactly, Knocker.
Every flipping year.
Number 3.
Number 3. What can you say? What a showing on Monday night. +6 to the Redskins. Man, they needed +20 in that game, Knocker.
What energy!
What energy! Drew Brees couldn't happen to a better guy in football. It really couldn't.
What a guy.
Yeah, Drew Brees is what if you want your kid to grow up in idolize or follow a direction, a role model. That Drew Brees is the guy you point to. You got to give it to him. The 4-1 after that, man, they almost lost that game against Cleveland. Turned their season around. I mean, that must have been just an eye opener for them. Their defense though is still like the Chiefs, man. Their offense, you put up 30, you can beat people. But it's just.
But the defense had a good showing this weekend. They had some pass rush. They stopped the run. They had some really good plays.
It's at home.
It's a bend.
They're different.
It's a
They're
bend, not break
team that's
defense.
different.
They do just enough, but they seem to come up with big plays at the right time to help win football games. But their offense looks really good, and there's finally a Heisman Trophy winner out of Alabama who's really starting to play really good football, and Ingram's playing really well right now.
They just got him back.
They've been missing that.
Alvin Kamara 1-2 punch,
right?
Yes.
So that 1-2 punch is pretty serious.
How about that rookie that caught the yardage breaking pass that they got? I forget what his name is off the top of my head. They got Michael Thompson on defense, just and that 14
Jordan
they got
somebody.
Yeah, they got Cook on their tight end. They got that tight end that's like in
They're
his 13th
solid.
year.
There's no doubt about it.
The only reason I put this number 2 team on top, Knocker, is because
Number 2.
You have to.
both these teams have offenses. Oh, Cam's in the house. Yeah. What's up, buddy? Cam I love this. That was like the Friends door. Anyone just walks in. Just walk in and have a seat. Cam, what's going on, man? Grab some headphones.
Grab a beer, grab some headphones.
You can move all that shit. Just throw it all over there.
Throw it on the other chair, man.
Yeah, you can take Knock's seat right there. I was gonna wear it. It's my Aikman jersey. I know. He's the man. Did you? Nice. All right. Cam just walked in the village. So, Knocker, the only reason I'm putting the Chiefs over the Saints right now is because the Chiefs can win outdoors. I don't think the Saints are a completely different team when it changes. I think the Chiefs can win in December. The Saints right now, I still have some questions whether they can win on the road outside that dome. And, of course, number 1 team, you got to give it up to the Rams.
Number 1.
Los Angeles.
Even in the close
Rams.
ones, they pull it out somehow.
What are you looking for, Cam? Right here.
I got beer. I got beer over here. Got beer. Cam, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you just popped in here. What happened? No traffic? You got off work early?
No. I was blessed with an off day today.
Nice.
I'm literally working so many hours
And
that they.
you choose to spend it here?
Nice.
Well, I just had dinner with my mother, so.
I'm not sure about that shirt, though, G.
Why, what shirt's he
The
sporting?
Nebraska shirt. I had to borrow mismatched clothes because I've been at my dad's for so long.
That's pretty mishmashed.
Yeah.
How are things, my dude?
Dude, it sucks.
Why? What's going on?
I'm literally working like so many hours. Like I'm literally having to take days off right now because I'm working like
Just
way
to
too many
recoup?
hours.
For those who don't know,
No,
Cam,
it's because of
Cam
HR.
works for Fox Sports
really?
West. So
Yeah, they won't let me go over 12 hours a day now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And
I
I
got you.
can't work like 7 days a week.
You just work college football just like crazy?
No. So it's for us. It's MLB postseason right now. So I've literally been in edits every day for the postseason.
That's
like
all
cutting
you do?
pieces. We
Wow.
cut in 3 days. We cut like 60-something pieces.
Jeez.
Wow.
Wow.
A
Very
video?
cool.
Just video?
Yeah, just video.
Oh, man.
And that's not even. Hold on. So that's 60 pieces that we cut in LA. That wasn't what we sent them to the truck too.
God.
We probably sent them like at least like 90. Like
Wow.
it's ridiculous.
Damn. So
Very
you've been
cool, though.
watching.
You're
You've been
busy?
watching the games, though, obviously, right? I mean,
Yeah, I had to do like audio stuff.
What
for
are
it.
your thoughts on the Red Sox Yankees series? We were just, we got our predictions. We're predicting. I got Dodgers Red Sox in the World Series.
That
what
Houston
are your
series is
thoughts?
going 7 for sure.
Yeah, I think both series have potential to go 6 or 7. Obviously, I think they're long series. Well, you think the Dodgers clean up on the
Dodgers at
Brewers?
6.
The problem is with the Brewers is I think they're going to put too much pressure on their bullpen. And their bullpen's fantastic, but the Dodgers have a serious lineup. And I just don't think – the one thing I think, though, is I don't think the Dodgers are as good as they were last year because they have their bullpen woes, too.
I think they're better than they were last year.
I don't think
their
so at
bench
all.
This year
No, I
better
think
than
I
last
think
year.
Jansen's. I was telling you before the show, Knock. We were talking inside. I think that's their biggest problem for the Dodgers is their bullpen.
I think
and Jansen is shaky as hell. I don't trust him at all. And I think their best thing is to just put Ryu and Maeda in the bullpen and go with the 3-man rotation in Kershaw, Hill, and Buehler. I think that's their best shot.
They might end up having to do that, but that just makes them even stronger.
Here's their difference, Knocker. I think they're more talented this year. I think last year's team was a better, more cohesive unit. And I think there's something to be said for that team.
Well, yeah, because you add Machado and there's some
Dozier
they're not outsiders, but they're not homegrown. They weren't with them the entire year, so there's something there. But I'm going to refer back to John Smoltz. I was talking to Josh about this before we went on the air. He's very sharp, and what he was saying is the Dodgers. When you look at the Dodgers, when they make that 2-for-1, right? They've got a legitimate starting player substituting in the field, right?
Yeah.
When they pinch hit, they're not pinch hitting a bench player. They're pinch hitting a starter on any other team. They're pinch hitting Dozier, or they're pinch hitting Freeze, or they're pinch hitting Grandal, or they're pinch hitting Kike.
Kike is so good.
And the thing is, okay, I'm the Braves. I just pinch hit this guy, but he only plays one position, right?
Yeah.
The Dodgers, whoever they pinch hit, can play 3 positions and play it well, so you're not dropping much defensively and or offensively when you make these changes, and it's just puts the burden on the other team. I mean, just pressure.
If they just don't get quality innings, the one thing I think is the Brewers' bullpen is very strong.
Yes.
And if the Dodgers don't get quality innings, you'll see a lot more games like those last 2 Brave ones where they put a lot of pressure on their offense to have to outscore the other team.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I can. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just it's kind of one of those things last year where I think the Dodgers were just so much more well-rounded as a team, and I think the difference is the NL is probably weaker this year.
Okay.
And the AL is very overpowered. I think when they play a team like the Red Sox or the Astros got better from last year.
Yes, they did.
And they're scary.
But
Very scary.
But to me, again, I'm gonna argue this, right? To me, their bullpen is much deeper. Going into the playoffs right now, than last year, Baez is pitching good. You have Alex Wood. You've got Maeda.
Wood.
You've got Rich Hill. You've got veteran, non-afraid players in the bullpen. Madsen, whatever, right?
Ryan Madsen.
I mean, you're bringing in guys that they couldn't bring in last year. This year, they're bringing in guys who are seasoned and not afraid of the moment, and you can make so many moves, even if you're only going to pitch them to one guy, right? yeah, you're burning them, but the next guy coming up to me is deeper than you had last year. It was try to get to Jansen.
I fixed the phones.
Try and get to Jansen for 4 outs, right? And hope you can get him. And I don't think they're in that position this year. I think they're much. It's a lot easier for them to get to the 9th inning than it was for them last year.
I fixed the phones. We got a
pretty
caller.
awesome.
I got a caller.
I just think the AL this year is so much stronger.
I agree with
like
you.
I really do think that the Indians and the Yankees, if you would have put them in the NL, they could easily come out of the NL.
Sure.
Oh yeah,
And
I
it's,
think that
it's crazy.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it is crazy how
Those series between the Dodgers and the Braves compared to the Yankees, Red Sox,
Sure.
and it, completely different.
Agree with
Yeah,
you.
completely different. I agree. All right, well, we got O-Dog. I got the line. I guess I
Nice.
get the lines fixed for guys that are on page 1, unlike Mike. So yeah,
Oh,
I get
damn.
What's going on? They call me O-Dog, the Stat Tech, otherwise known as the East Coast SportsCast host on WBKS1 in the game.
so shamelessly.
10 seconds, a world record, man.
So plugged in shit.
World record.
I didn't know we had Bruce Buffer on
What's
the
up,
phone.
gentlemen? I got you on the 70-inch screen. You look great. Shout out to Cam. What's up, fellas? How are you guys tonight?
Yeah, it's good.
Doing
Fantastic, man.
great, man. I'm glad to hear from you. I was sad to see our Cowboys go down. I know you're a sad man.
Josh, let's talk
We're gonna lose this
briefly
week.
about the
We're gonna
Cowboys.
lose. We're gonna lose.
Here's
this
what
week.
I have to say about the Cowboys. They suck.
They're terrible, man. They suck just
It
like
took you
what-
this
just
long
like,
to realize?
And so do your Yankees, and you overpay
Wow.
for a guy Stanton who leaves 15 guys in scoring position for the series. What do you
Hey,
guys say
I
about
heard you
that?
earlier talking about the New York Yankees, and let me tell you something. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in Stanton, and I wanted to ask you guys about a couple of things about baseball. Baseball has really changed, and the Yankees are indicative of that change. The Yankees are built to hit home runs. They hit more home runs this year than any league any team in the history of baseball. How do you think that plays out? Because I hear all this stuff about analytics, exit velocity, all this other BS, spin rate of the ball coming out of a pitcher's head. How do you think that plays out in a short series, in the postseason, but especially in a short series when you got the best out of 5? Do those analytics hold up when you're talking a 7-game series in the postseason or even a 5-game series?
So you want me to blow your mind with this? And this is because I've been watching a lot of baseball, especially been on FS1.
Talk to me, Cam. Talk to me.
The Dodgers in their series had, I believe, 8 or 9 home runs, and 14 out of their 20 runs were off the home run. So it can be like that, but you need guys on base. The thing I think with the Yankees is the Yankees just didn't have timely hits. You had Sanchez with 1 out, and I believe 2 guys on the other night in the 9th, and he can't get that hit. So it's just one of those things. I think the Yankees were doomed this year. I honestly think Joe Girardi was a better manager than they give him credit for. And
I agree with you, Cam. I agree with you 100%. But that's my thing, Cam. What you're saying is what I'm asking. Do those stats play out? Because over a 162-game season, baseball stats are going to work themselves out. Guys go up, they go down, they have slumps, they get in hot streaks. But I'm talking about over a 5-game series. When you got to win 3 out of 5, I mean, it's like, look, you can wait for the big hit, but it may not come over 5 games. Over 7 or over the year, that will hold up. Those numbers will hold up. But in a short series, you might have to start figuring out how to lay down a bunt, how to get a guy on base, steal a base for Christ's sake. You got 4 guys on one side of the field, and nobody can throw down a bunt.
Yeah,
okay, go ahead.
No, it's O-Dog. I think it's the theory of that there's a little mix of everything. I think the Kansas City Royals kind of proved that.
Where was the base hits in the Yankee series? How many base hits did they have?
I think just the problem in that series in general is the Yankees, in terms of starting pitching, were just clearly outmatched. I mean, when they threw...
the starting pitching was horrible.
Well, when they...
Severino looked bad. The rotations were bad. But and let me tell you something. Out here in New York, they talk about Aaron Boone, right? Aaron Boone is they're talking about him as a manager. You're probably right, Cam. When the Yankees fired Joe Girardi, they fired him because Joe Girardi was not a slave to the numbers. The Yankees wanted a guy who would follow the numbers. The numbers say this is what we're going to do. Aaron Boone is not really managing that team. He's sort of sitting there executing the decisions that come down from the front office, but he's not managing. Because managing, in my mind, and Knocker, you can correct me, you watch a lot of baseball. Going back in the day, sometimes you got to play a hunch. Sometimes you got to say, get this guy up, or whatever it is, get this pitcher in. not because the numbers say it, but baseball has gone the way of the numbers, and the numbers are somewhat killing the game. Managers don't manage. They just look at a book and say, okay, well, what did the numbers say? Okay, it says he's good against left-handed pitchers. Let's throw him in there. Let's put, he's a great right-handed. It's just the numbers of baseball are taken away from the actual game, if you ask me.
I agree. If I was managing, I'm like you. I got to feel, who do I think? Numbers be damned. The numbers say I'm supposed to do this. Well, screw that, man. I got this guy. I got a good feeling, blah, blah. And I may lose games and blah, 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 but that's the way I would manage, not strictly by numbers. But here's my issue.
You know what they said?
Here's my comment.
No, I'm sorry to cut you off, but you know what they said out here in New York? They said that last night's game was scripted. Okay?
Yeah.
It was scripted that CC was supposed to get to Jackie Bradley, and they were not going to take him out until he faced Jackie Bradley a second time around. What the hell that means? You're down 3-9 in a get-out game.
Well, O-Dog, I think that series was lost in Game 3 because the Yankees had the pitching matchup at home with the momentum. I think that's where the series was lost. You have Evaldi going against Severino, who is your ace. Now, Aaron Boone really screwed that up by having Severino only warm up for 8 minutes. That completely threw off his start. Bad mojo from the beginning. That's where the series was lost, if people really
That's a whole scandal out here because they're talking about A-Rod, joking about Sanchez not knowing the start time of the game. Was it a joke? Was he kidding? Severino coming in late and not getting his proper warm-up. The Yankee brass covered and said, well, he got all his throws in, but who knows if he was really ready. And Severino, listen, his second half was horrible. I think he was 14-2 in the first half, but his second half, ERA was like above 4. So here's a guy, you got to have him on a short leash and say, hey, look, this guy may not have it tonight. And when he didn't have it, this is not a 7-game series. This is a 5-game series, and you're the goddamn New York Yankees.
Yeah.
I'm going to make this real simple.
Well, we're going to get to break because I want to get to Pick'ems.
I'm going to make my effing point. Okay?
Yeah.
Cam, can you back off for a minute now?
I got you.
All right.
Go ahead, Knocker. I'm listening, bro.
It is my show. Okay?
It is your show. You might as well talk a little.
Jesus, don't need to plop your wiener on the table. I have enough of that at work. My
God. I
God.
really am so glad to see you across the table from me right now. I am. I'm going to make this real simple for both of you. Okay? Pitching will always beat hitting. Okay?
Yes.
And
yes.
You can hit all the home runs you want, but if they're solo home runs, you're not going to win. Okay?
Absolutely.
The Dodgers are getting base hits. They're putting people on
Absolutely.
base in front of their home runs. Okay? That's the difference in the Dodgers and the other teams. Solo home runs. 3 home runs in a game. Okay, you lose 5-3. Big effing deal. And I'm with you. You need people that will walk. You need people that will move runners over. You need people that will hit behind the runners. And I think the Dodgers do that very well, and I think Boston does it well, but I think Houston does it better than any team that's left in the playoffs. They play the game the way that's supposed to be played. And that's the way it's going to happen. Pitching is going to beat good hitting.
Hey,
the
listen,
Dodgers
you know
beat
we'll be rooting for the Dodgers going forward. That is, you guys are like, Trisha and I love L.A. We love coming to see you guys. So that's like a second home to us. And I love Dodger Stadium. So the Dodgers are the team I'm rooting for. Screw the Astros and damn sure screw the Red Sox, man. And if you want some more, if you want some more baseball coverage, basketball coverage, please check us out. WBKS1 in the game, Tuesday nights 9 p.m. I love you guys. I know you got the break coming up. Yeah. And if I hear some more crazy nonsense out of Josh, I might call back. So don't. And Josh, again, you did it again. Josh, you did it again.
What
the hell? In the beginning of the show, I got the show on. I got people in the car, and you dropping F-bombs and talking about people's dick, and I'm like, what the heck?
What did I? Why? How did I start the show again?
I don't know what you were saying, but I had to grab my phone and follow it. I'm like, oh my god. I got work in the car, and you're screaming. I'm like, oh, shit, guys.
So O-Dog plays our show when he's Ubering. So, like, when I talk about stuff, there's people in the background.
Well, what are you doing? You're leaving yourself open to criticism. Why are you...
Headphones.
Yeah, dude, there's headphones.
Listen, I want to support the show. Hey, last week I had a guy in the car, and he was like, hey, what's that show? I was bigging you up, man. I was giving you props. I said, listen, those are my boys out in
Thank
LA.
you, buddy.
You
I
gotta
appreciate
check them out.
that.
SportsCast, absolutely.
Well, sometimes
I was promoting for you, man. I don't just promote for Indie Game on WBKS1 Tuesday night at 9 o'clock.
I hung up on it.
No, I wanted to say something to him.
No, what? We gotta go to break.
I just don't.
I can't have 20 minutes of fucking you and O-Dog going back and forth about the Yankees and screaming back and forth.
As wonderful as his plugging of us and supporting our show,
yes,
history might be made this weekend. I had to talk to him about Rutgers.
Oh God, can we get to Rutgers in college football?
Rutgers. Maryland is a 25.5-point favorite over Rutgers. Maryland. This isn't Ohio State. It's not Michigan. It's not even Illinois. It's Maryland, and they're at 25 points.
I will just let you know that's not even history. It's the fact that Kansas football blew Rutgers out by 40. And Kansas football is terrible. It would be the three of us are better than Kansas football. And Rutgers lost by 40. How is that possible?
What do you guys say about Michigan, though, man?
I actually think they're going to win this weekend.
Oh, really?
I do.
Who are they playing?
They're playing Wisconsin at home.
Oh.
They won't. Don't take them. No, don't take them.
All right, we'll be back. Pigskin Pick'ems. Cam's in the house, bitches. 626-208-9040. O-Dog, thanks for blasting the show. Penis, dick, boobies, titties. We'll be back.
Drop it hard. Drop it hard. Cyrus says, chillin' in Kyoto Grand with my man's grills. James smoking nicotine, say fuck a fast bill. We got that white girl, so we make those grill checks. Fuck a white girl, truck, bill neck, karate chop a grill, bitch I kill. Born from the center of a storm, all the boys slapping gums about how they're hard, bitch I'm harder. Martyr to the swag on the corner, beat your girl up with the drums as the bass makes that bitch cold. Bass makes that bitch come.
iHeartRadio, Stitcher Radio, also on our SoundCloud, if you guys use that as well. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel and our new Twitch channel streaming. Cam, did you know about this? Our new game time.
I love it. I wish I had enough time to play.
Dude, we got to get you in, man. You know, I've been tweeting you. I've been trolling you, basically.
It's got to be after
I'm challenging Barstool Sports. Fuck Smitty. I'll take him now. Let's go, SportsCast squad over Barstool, man.
You got to give me until the next month, though.
All right. Do you have a Twitch account?
I do have a Twitch account.
You need to follow the show because we got to get to 50 followers in 30 days to start making some money off this shit. So we need to get 50 followers on Twitch, all right?
I will definitely do that, but I am drowning in work right now.
Are you? Okay.
You
are fun to play. You're a good player, so I was telling Mike, we got to get Cam in some of these squad games, man.
Yeah, and I'm probably one of the worst ones in, like, my brother's friend's squad, to be quite honest.
And your brother's friend's squad probably bombers.
They're good.
Yeah, they're good. You got to have builders. But see, you're a good builder.
Oh, I have had to learn the hard way, my friend.
I know. See, we need that. We need a builder in our squad. We can all shoot. It comes down to building. you gotta help us with that. So, all right, you guys can check us out. Get on our new Twitch channel, SportsCast Squad. Also, our new podcast coming out, SportsCast Game Time with Blackout Falcon. We'll have a bunch of guests on. Cam will be on. We'll have my brother Daniel on. We'll have any gamers out there that are, well, it'll be a fun show. All you gamers, it'll be a good time. It'll be a fun show to go over all the new stuff. Good new games coming out. Call of Duty's coming out on Friday. It's gonna be fun stuff. Got that.
I just don't have time for it. Like I really don't have time for it.
I agree with you, man. It's tough.
That's
why I'm trying to explain to my wife that I'm doing it for money. So please give me 50 followers. Yeah, we need at least 50 by the 30 days, so I can at least say, hey, babe, I'm doing this to make some money. I'm making a little bit of money on the side. You know what I'm saying?
That's fine.
You know, we gotta do it. But yeah, we'll have Cam on. It'll be fun. Cam, when you find some time, I'd love to get you on the stream though. That'd be a good time. Yeah, we got to do. Cam is on fire.
I told him you got to get me till the end of the month though. I'm dying right now.
See, Cam will be more in the off season when football's not going on. Like Cam will be back in action.
Well, the thing is, when college basketball, I literally have like found out how my schedule is going to be. So pretty much up until the NCAA tournament, I'm going to be working like pretty heavily, and then I get like 1 week, maybe 2, and then baseball starts up again.
Wow.
Because opening week is March 28th this year. I didn't realize that. Next year.
Really?
Yeah. It's the earliest it's ever been, which is stupid.
That is early.
Yeah.
Just cut the regular season down, please.
I know. It's dumb. I don't even want to get into that conversation.
April, and
all right, let's get to shot of the week.
later than October 15th.
Let's get to shot of the week. Then we got our pick'ems coming up. I'll roll through mine real quick. I think I have 2 of them. My first shot of the week goes up for these 2 broads. If you guys are looking on our YouTube stream right now, again, just follow my name at Josh Pacheco. Subscribe to that as well, bitches. Don't be a little, bitch and do it, bitches.
Wow.
And penis, farts, tits, ass. All right, here we go.
How's that, Uber rider? How you liking that, Grandma?
Oh, that's for you, Butchie. That's for you, man. Oh, and who got Butchie sick? I got blamed for getting Butchie sick. Butchie sick, and I got blamed for it, Kevin.
Me.
I did not get Butchie sick. Don't blame it on me. It's probably that fucking lasagna or something you haven't sent. All right, next up here.
Murph really shot you a...
Yeah. No, Murph didn't shoot me. He said he pointed it out towards someone in the SportsCast, and Kevin comes out like, yeah, it was Josh. I was like, fuck you, Kevin.
What a douche.
Yeah, Kevin, God damn, your Chiefs are still choking the playoffs. All right, next up.
At home. With a 20-point halftime lead.
I got to get to these 2 chicks. Do you know who these 2...
Right?
Who these 2 ladies?
I don't know.
You watch Game of Thrones? Come on, who are these 2 ladies?
I don't watch Game of Thrones.
You don't watch Game of Thrones?
I'm going to get criticized for
this.
No, I don't like it.
I don't either.
Oh, my God. All right, well, I got to get for Game of Thrones stars Sophia Turner and it's a Macy Williams because, you know what? They came out today in whatever report. They had something in the paper, E or whatever. They take baths together while they get high. So I was like,
nice.
Shot of the week for those 2.
Hell yeah.
Because, hey, if you're smoking joints with each other and taking baths, that deserves shot of the week.
Can we get some film?
And I also...
Need a little proof here.
Need a little proof? All right. Now.
Investigative research.
Investigative research. Is that what we call it? All right.
Isn't that what all of college is?
And then my shot of the week goes up to...
It's not wrong.
You know what? I don't usually give a shot for women on the show. I usually end up being the male chauvinist pig on the show. Right. But I'm actually giving a shot to him because after I saw his video... Any girl that gets a Brazilian wax...
Oh, she's amazing.
No.
The pain that you guys go through... that this woman expresses, Knocker, I have to give her my shot of the week because this is like 40-year-old virgin, like woman style, getting a bikini wax. This is like real. She's getting a bikini wax.
I understand that. Just get a razor.
Here we go.
Oh my God! I'm currently getting my. I wasn't even ready. Oh my God! Okay, this is so worth it. This is so worth it. She stares at me. She stares at me when I get it done. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to scare the baby. I'm sorry, sweetheart. There's a baby in the room.
Baby in the waiting room.
Oh my God, the skinny ones are always doing this. This is a baby one. It's a baby one? Okay. I took my shirt off because I'm sweating. Oh my God. Okay. Because just look at me as you do it. Okay? This is so fun. This is so fun.
Oh my God. Knocker,
No,
can you imagine
thank you.
getting your balls waxed?
No,
Like,
thank you.
How
No.
about that Uber care driver?
We're here for you Uber riders.
Talking about
This
ball.
show will always be free.
Ball and taint wax in here.
Right? Oh, God. So you know what? Shot of the week for
Nothing
women
like a
that
clean taint,
get
I always
Brazilian
say.
waxes because you are true heroes
Yes, you
in
are.
America. And I have to play this for you, Knocker, because if they're Americans, we always have to play the American song. Here we go.
Fuck yeah! So lick my butt and suck on my balls, America! Fuck yeah! What you gonna do when I come for you now?
Oh, dog.
God, I hope you had the balls to keep the radio on.
Oh, my
I
God.
just
Oh,
You would think he'd be like a normal New York cabbie and have his earphones in.
I
You go from talking about the Patriots.
I would
to
think he'd
like-
have us on the TV on the top of the car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
yeah. The little
Right?
electronic board. Yeah.
Just saying America.
I'm sorry, Sister Mary Ellen, but I don't know.
Oh my God! All right, Knock. What do we got?
my
All right,
God.
what do you got? Shot of the week, Cam.
Let Knock go first because I just have a story in general.
Oh, yeah,
I
he's
got
a story,
stories.
Yeah. All right, he's got a story. Yeah, he's got a story. Because he went to the Nebraska game over the weekend.
Okay, I'm going to start with the shit of the week first.
Mm-hmm.
The Houston Texans offense. I thought Penn State had a bad offense when it came to short yardage calls.
Yeah.
The Houston Texans.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
4 times inside the one.
Oh, he was upset about that.
Four
Anyone had Lamar Miller must have been really upset.
No,
too.
I had Houston by 3.5 to the
Oh,
over.
yeah.
Now, come on, seriously.
Being
though.
a degenerate, that'll do it to you. That'll
Right?
get you
It
real
will.
mad.
It will.
How do you get down inside the 1 yard line 4 flipping times and come away with 1 touchdown? It's just ungodly. It's unreal. It's just unbelievable. It's just no balls. You got no balls.
Got no balls,
The
man.
Rams go for 4th down. They're all fucking 42 to win the game. That's balls.
Serrano.
The Cowboys got no balls.
Got no balls.
Right? The Cowboys got no balls.
I
The
got
Raiders,
you.
1st and goal inside the 1.
Yeah,
Flashback
Cowboys don't
to
have
the
any
Super
balls.
Bowl.
Cowboys are so
We
ballless.
got Marshawn Lynch in the backfield.
ballless
Oh, he
Cowboys.
sucks, so we better pass. You fucking serious? They're paying this guy how many millions a year? And he throws the ball on first and goal from a half a yard line.
Yeah.
You got 4 chances. 4 chances of Marshawn
fired up
Lynch
about
Dude,
this.
he's so
to
degenerate.
score
This is the games
a
he lost
touchdown.
money on. This is the games he lost.
And you don't even try. Put big butt effing Niles, your backup right tackle, in at fullback, and you just mash him for 4 straight plays. And if you don't make it, fine. At least you had the balls to try.
All
So
right.
he's a Jim Harbaugh fan.
Yeah,
then.
he's a Jim Harbaugh. All right, Knock.
Stanford.
All right, so we give him the shit.
Did you,
All right.
did you see Michigan had a goal line play where they put their fullback in and their backup fullback was their blocker?
Thank you.
They had 2 fullbacks
I
in.
mean, even the Saints put Tayshon Hill in and ran the ball. I mean, come on. What is this?
Fullback dive every play.
Right? I'm going to line up 3 fullbacks, and the last guy's going to get the ball. Try and stop us. 4 downs in a row.
And
Try.
Murph said we need a longer break. You didn't get time to smoke a bowl.
Okay, well, that's my shit of the
and
week.
Stevie. Oh, Chabby's chimes in. Drew Brees shot of the week. Drew Brees
yeah.
got a good shot of the
Absolutely.
week. Yeah, Drew
Yeah.
Brees. Good shot. Hey, Chabby's nice to hear from you, buddy. Love you.
And that Peyton
Love
Manning
you, man.
commercial about it. That's pretty funny.
I'm sorry,
I have that
Chabby.
Peyton commercial. Do you? Is it worth playing?
Yeah, I
Sure.
think
Is
so.
the Peyton one worth playing? Okay, I have.
I just want to say I'm sorry, Chabby, that our Broncos suck again.
Yeah, and I
we-
bet on them. I'm not even going to talk
Oh,
about
dude, they
that.
suck. They're
Are you
not good.
kidding me?
They got to fire that coach.
Are you kidding me?
That's okay. We still got to
FYI, Drew Brees just broke your record.
Which one? Passing yards? Oh, okay. So I still have the touchdown record, right?
He's actually on pace to break that too.
What? Great. Drew, For 1,000 days, I've held the record for all-time passing yards in the NFL. I got to tell you, it's been the greatest 1,000 days of my life. And thanks to you, that's over now, and you've ruined that for me. So thank you very much. I have nothing left to look forward to except slicing my tomatoes, making dinner for my family, putting together this wedge salad. Also, let this serve as a congratulations for the touchdown record, because as you can see, I'm very busy. I don't have time to keep doing these videos for you, congratulating you. But in all seriousness, Drew, congratulations on this record. You've done it the right way. All your hard work and dedication have paid off. You and I have come a long way since this picture back in 2000 when you were in college and I was in my third year in the NFL. So way to go. Proud of you. Good luck the rest of the way.
Fantastic.
Every time that man gets on camera, I just love him even more.
Right?
He's so funny. He's so naturally funny.
He is. He can't call games. I can't listen to him like commentate though. I don't know what it is. Could you see him as a color guy?
Oh, dude, I think he'd be fantastic.
Fantastic.
Because I think
in there.
The difference is I think he would have the state of mind to realize to like pull back on some stuff and have some fun with it.
Right.
He'd be like Tony Romo on steroids, but funny.
Jason Witten sucks, guys. I'm sorry. He's terrible.
I don't mind him at all.
I think he's terrible. I don't think he's
Monday night. He's going to have to back down a little bit, but I mean, he's
Monday Night Football is a very, very bad product, just in general.
Yeah. All right. Well,
okay,
on.
now,
What do you got?
Shots of the week.
Yeah, we're going to go long.
I have two
long
of them.
night camps in the house. We're going to go
right?
long. Yeah.
It's a party.
We're doing it live.
Yeah.
We're doing it live.
Yeah, we're doing it live. Chabby's is watching.
You know what
up, Chabs? They shot for fucking Chabs watching.
I'm going to the dairy after the show. We're going to milk fucking challenge on the curb. Fuck the police.
We're going to be sucking udders just out the
Fuck
street.
the police. We're going milk challenge, bro. If they bust us, so be it. I'll go to jail over this.
God.
This is Glendora, damn it.
I love all you
He
listeners.
started firing on all cylinders tonight.
For all the listeners that even put up with this shit on a daily, like for 5-6 years now that you guys have fucking listened to this bullshit, like thank God. Go ahead.
Okay.
Wow, I can't believe you just went full milk challenge on me. I'm more stunned.
Right? I'm so glad. Can't remember my own name, but I remember the milk challenge.
Oh, that milk, I will always remember
Bad
your milk
boys,
challenge.
bad boys.
I cannot tell you, dude. That was the most miserable thing. Throwing up. Just imagine just getting a gallon of milk in your stomach, just throwing up.
What you gonna do when they come for you?
It's like Cam in the bad streets of Glendora.
We have to do a parody for like you.
Dude, it's so gross. It's the most disgusting thing. It becomes like, it's not even liquid at a certain point where you're drinking it. It almost becomes like a shake. And then when you throw it up, oh, God.
It's gnarly, right?
Okay. And my brother Daniel chimes in watching, says, "Sup, queers."
Stephanie answered the door for me, so I figured he'd be
right.
I figured he'd maybe come in here.
Okay, I do. I shoot two shots of the week. I do. I actually do.
Shit.
Okay, where the hell are they?
I'm having more fun with you, man. This is all pent up fun.
I know this is. I had so much bent up. Like I've wanted Cam to be in here for so like 6. I like oh, it's like a girlfriend.
This is like 2 months of.
Yeah.
Oh, we get to do it now.
Yeah. You know, speaking of Chavs,
you wearing lingerie?
Yeah.
Okay. Now,
that's good.
To the person who on Instagram or whatever on Twitter, who threw the beer on the Oakland A's fan.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Right?
No,
but
was...
they did make amends. She did buy him a ticket to the next game.
All that,
whatever
I saw
it is.
more of that videos and
but
shit like that.
It's still cool. It's still cool to reach out to the guy and say, you know what, man, I really didn't. I shouldn't have done that. That wasn't cool. And I'm gonna try and make amends and whatever. I just would, even if it's just set up. I don't care. It's still cool.
She should have bought him a beer to throw on her.
Right? Whatever. And
story.
A little special announcement to our friend, the one, the only, the mullet wearing Mark Gubiza for agreeing to be on our show next week.
We're going to have Gubiza on here next
week. We're going to move it to Tuesday to accommodate Mr. Gubiza, but he's going to call in.
Yeah, Tuesday show next week. Mark Gubi.
Talk some baseball, talk some playoffs,
shit,
and we'll get firsthand knowledge.
Yeah, we're going to know kind of where we're at, too, with the series by next Tuesday.
From the man himself, Mark Gubiza, next week, so shout out to him.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. All right, Cam, what do you got, bud?
You got a story, you said.
You're at the Nebraska game, right?
That was a good weekend. First of all, I just want to say a shout out to I got to see my grandma today. She's 92. Has
congrats. That's awesome.
Terminal cancer, though.
Oh, well, jeez, I'm sorry.
But it was good for me
Let me
to
take that back. Jesus, foot in the mouth.
Well, it was good for me. Like, it was very important for me to see her.
Cool. Okay, well,
so
that's
she was
good.
very excited for that.
Good.
So, yeah, Nebraska. Nebraska was a fantastic time. First of all, I want to say I've been to a lot of stadiums, and I know it's a little bit of a homerism, but that truly is one of the greatest stadiums that I've ever been to.
Very cool.
Is it in the middle of nowhere?
It's not in the middle of
The whole fucking state's in the middle of nowhere.
I know, but I'm thinking of it's like
So think of
Field of Dreams, like it's just cornfields in like a stadium. Like that's
literally think of the opening scene of Animal House with all the frat houses. That is literally how you drive in Ann Arbor. But with trees. I swear to God. I'm not kidding.
Right?
Literally, it was Fraternity Row down there. It was
Okay,
awesome.
oh, so you went to the big house. You didn't go to Nebraska. You went to the big
house.
Gotcha. I'm with you now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been to the land of the corn.
Oh, you went to Michigan. Okay, my father-in-law was at that game. There was a delay of lightning, right? But like an hour delay?
No. Not at the Nebraska game. Not the Nebraska Michigan game. No, but yes, that was the other home game we just had.
Okay.
Ann Arbor's so cool. It's total collegey town.
Mm-hmm.
Very Midwestern.
Yeah.
Only thing that sucks is the bars are kind of far away from the stadium. Like a mile away. Like not too far, but like
a little farther than you want to walk after 6 beers.
Yeah. if you're
That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah. If you've had like 4 or 5 cocktails, you're like, I probably shouldn't be walking this far, but I can do it.
I'll do it because I got it, but
yeah, it's not good.
They should really have another bar between that one and the field.
Yeah. So our the first restaurant we went there was called the Twisted Rooster.
All right.
So that
look that up in the Urban Dictionary. See what that
well, when we're sitting there, the concierge tells us the Twisted Rooster, and we're sitting there. My cousin, as soon as it, of course, it's a woman. He's like, "Oh, you can twist my rooster." And so we're just cracking jokes like that and everything. Went to the game. Game's awesome.
Yeah.
Come back home. So we're flying back home. Me and my dad are in the aisle seats together, and I'm pretty sure my dad had a very big Papa proud moment in that he watched me literally just scoop this girl's number. Like
nice! You made the move.
So literally,
nice.
Yeah.
Nice, Cam.
So,
give us a play-by-play. What'd you go for? Sitting next to you?
It's just sitting next to me. Honestly, it was just like we were trying to watch the football games, and then I just pulled out my laptop because I was working, and then just kind of was like, "Oh, hey, I work for Fox Sports." And so,
look at this guy name dropping like
that's
a
my
mofo.
That's my fastball. That's my fastball.
That's the opening gambit right there. Love it.
That's my pitch. If I got a couple other things, but if that doesn't get hit, then
you whip out the 12-inch, and that takes care of it usually, right? You try to go subtle, and then okay,
yeah. Then he's
okay,
just
let's just get down to it.
The best part is the fighters.
So my name's Cam.
So I just ended up talking to her or whatever, and I got to meet up with her because she was in town for the week. And
very cool.
Nice.
Was she a local or
no? She was from Detroit. She was from Detroit,
nice.
So she was coming here. On
you got her number?
Yeah, I got her number.
What else did you get?
So what's the update? Because that was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what else did you get?
So what's the update? Have you got a picture or a Facebook friend or?
Oh, dude, we're Instagram.
Did you go Golden Taints?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, we were trying to get you laid the last time you were here on the show.
I'm just a sweet transvestite.
Let's say this time was successful.
God, and he is good.
Yeah, I had
the greatest shows ever.
You know what? Between
right
that
there.
week, I had a really great week because on Thursday of that
Yes,
week,
you did.
I was in the booth with Buck and Aikman.
Really?
And so I got to meet them and do everything, and that was
Very cool.
Friday, I fly out. Saturday, Michigan kicks Nebraska's butt.
Right.
Sunday, I pull a girl's number. Perfect 4-day weekend.
Very cool.
And so, yeah,
awesome.
she was here for a week. We got to hook up, have drinks and stuff, and then hook up. And then we've been texting pretty much like every day. I might.
Dude, that is
Did I just hear you say she flew out here?
She flew out here for a work conference. That was when we
Really?
were on the
And you met up? And did you met
How
up?
convenient was that?
It was pretty good.
Yeah, I guess it was.
So she was
Dude,
flying
give
out
me a
here.
high five for that.
She was flying out here for a work conference as I was flying back.
Yeah.
Question is, her hotel or your mama's house?
It wasn't her hotel and it wasn't Mama's house,
Car?
but it was her friend's house.
Okay. You didn't bring her back to Mama's house. Okay.
No. It honestly, if I wasn't probably working, it probably would have been at her hotel. But I mean, we got to meet up and stuff. And she was.
That's the greatest. I am so happy for you. Like, I'm so happy for you, Cam.
She was older, and how much older do you think she was?
Okay. Wait. How old are you? How old are you?
Me like that.
Yeah, he has a look. I gotta go off the look.
How old are you? I'm 24.
You're 24.
I'm going at least 30.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. You're going 30?
Yeah. 30.
I'm gonna go
30 to 32.
You guys are splitting the difference.
31. Yeah. He had that look.
I didn't even realize it. I didn't
look.
even realize it when I got off the plane, and then she told me as basically right before, and I was like, oh damn.
Yeah. Squints Pellindoris walked a little taller that day.
So that's why I'm keeping the beard, dude. I've shaved the head. I'm starting to try to look older.
Wow, dude, I like it so much right now.
And I've been texting her every day. Honestly.
Shot for you. Come on, we gotta get shots.
Honestly, I might fly out to Detroit to see her.
Oh
when
my boy.
everything ends.
Very cool. Very happy.
Dude, I am so happy
was
for
cool.
you. Hang on, let me get shots up here.
God damn.
Here we go.
What an unexpected pleasure tonight has been, man.
Dude,
great night.
And I can't explain how great those 4 days were.
Oh,
honestly,
we
I
can
probably
see
peaked.
it in your
I
face.
probably peaked there.
Really?
I probably peaked in my life.
That's it?
I'm cool with that.
Nice.
I'll
never
the
get
Rob
cool
Lowe
with-
jacket. That's it. Peaked. That's it.
Yeah,
You go
there's a
Rob
story
Lowe?
I can't tell you on the air, but I mean,
We'll talk after.
No, I can't tell you on the air.
All right,
I will legitimately probably get fired.
All right, well, get your pens and papers. Get your site up. Get your if you're on your phone. Get the app up. Your fantasy site. We're gonna get into pick'ems right now. Get your papers
Don't
out.
listen to me. I've
Get
been horrible
ready.
this
No,
season.
you're not that bad. You're not that bad, Cam. Here we go. Let's break it down. Week 6 of the NFL. Here we go, Knock. Pigskin picks them locked and loaded. Still early, guys. Don't give up. Even if you're down on the second page like Mike, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You can still come back. You can still come back.
I'm very far.
I'm within 10. I'm within 10.
I'm not within 10. I'm within 16, 17.
What page? Are you on the second page?
I have 39 points.
Are you on the second page?
Yes, I'm very low.
Okay. We're lucky to have Cam's lucky he's on the show if he's on the second page.
Wow.
It's been really bad this year. I don't know what it is, but
it's been a tough year.
No, it has.
No,
there's not a great team besides the Rams.
I'm not playing my best ball.
Not BudKnocker. He's not playing his best ball.
You just bagged a 31-year-old. I think you're playing some
serious
ball.
Yeah.
I was pretty proud of myself.
All right.
It was more the fact that I pulled it, how I pulled it off was very chill.
And I will make my picks right behind Cam, so you guys all know that I am doing them live on the show, so I will not change them as we go through.
You're gonna change them, don't lie.
No, I'm not.
Just admit it. It's cool, dude. I do it sometimes too.
Not at all. No. Sometimes an injury comes up or something.
Sure.
Sometimes it happens. So, all right, guys, here we go. We're gonna get to our pigskin pick'ems locked and loaded.
Look, Shaq's there.
Here we go. All right, do a little bit of that on the back.
Speaking
what
of
are
Shaq.
we? Royalty-free music now? We got calming elevator music.
Yeah, we have to because I don't want to get pulled off of.
Speaking of Shaq, really quick, did either one of you
Incy.
see the ESPN for the love of basketball or basketball?
No, I've heard it's great though.
I saw the first two last night. Most of the first two, very good. You get a chance, tape it, whatever you have to do. Watch it. It's very well done.
That's one of the very few things that I will watch on that network.
It's very, very, very.
What's
well
that?
Not a big fan. Not a big fan of ESPN.
It's called Basketball: A Love Story.
Yeah.
It's very good. You all need to watch it.
I enjoy stuff like that.
You like stuff like that? All right, next. All right, here we go.
You like that?
You like that? You like that?
I saw Venom, by the way, too.
How is that?
It was pretty. It was good, not great. There's the things
I'm
that would change.
I'm not a big comic book fan or anything.
No, but
like
you say that it's more like, it's kind of like Deadpool a little bit.
Yeah.
It's got like that anti-hero. Tom Hardy's great.
All right.
It's worth a watch.
All right, Nick, let's go up here. First game, we got Thursday Night Football here, Knocker. First game up on the list. Here we go.
Eagles versus Giants.
All right, both these teams coming off losses. Knocker, Eagles getting pretty much smoked by the Vikings. Giants losing a heartbreaker with a 63-yard field goal on the road. We heard the cocaine call around the world earlier from the Mexican. Now, did you hear that?
Dude,
Cam?
I was in the Edipe freaking out because we have a family survivor pool. The pool itself is 2,600 total. Wow. 25 people are left, and I'm one of those 25. If the Panthers would have lost, I would have been crapping.
Did you hear the call from the guy?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That was me in the Edipe.
Is that right?
I was losing my mind. I was standing up. The editor was looking at me. I was like, dude, I could potentially lose like a chance at $2,600. And I was like, I need the money too. I'm working here. Like, I need the money.
Yeah, it matters. All right, for what we got here, guys, we got Eagles at 2-2, Giants at 1-4. Giants on the road. Cam, have you seen the spreads at all? Do you know what the spreads are?
I do not know what the spread is for this, but I will
Okay,
probably...
well, I want you and Knocker to guess. We're going to go to the guessing game since you're back in the house right now. What do you guys think the spread is?
I'm going to say 3.5 Eagles.
Knock?
I'm not going to give them the whole 3. 2.5 Eagles.
All right, you guys will split this, so a tie. No one gets the game. It's at 3 even for the Philadelphia Eagles here. Eagles on the road. Who wins this one?
I like the Giants.
Like the Giants?
Yes.
Eli's so bad.
The Eagles are kind of stumbling, and this is just the type of game, this trap game. Giants coming off a decent showing against Carolina. I think they come home and they pull an upset in a rivalry game. It's a rivalry game in division. I kind of like the Giants' chances. Plus, I need to make up some ground, but I kind of like their chances.
All right, Cam, what are you going with?
No, I'm taking the Eagles. Even with the Jai out and their running back situation uncertain, I don't see it with the Giants' offense.
Actually, as much as I want to go ahead and I don't like the Giants, I actually think they steal a game here. They're at home.
Ooh.
I like being the contrarian.
Upset pick.
I'm
going to go with the upset pick. I'm going to go with the Giants. And speaking of Giants,
I think
we have Giants fan on the phone here. Giants fan, are you with us, Giants fan?
Yeah, what's up, queers?
We're reveling in Cam's weekend. We're living vicariously through Cameron right now.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know if you guys saw it. Obviously, I almost fucking threw my Xbox controller through the TV after the guy kicked a fucking 63-yard fucking field goal.
No. Dude,
oh my
awesome.
God.
Yep.
That saved me a lot of money, Daniel.
did you guys happen to see the call, the unsportsmanlike targeting call they called on 21 during the game?
No,
I
was at work. Did not see it.
It honestly drove me insane, and it's just showing me that the NFL is just turning into a bunch of pussies. Because literally, the wide receiver for the Panthers was, let's say he's running a slant route, right? The corner took an inside track and went for the ball, and the receiver got hit by the safety, right? So there's 3 people all on the small side. You could imagine it. The corner was going for the ball, not looking at the receiver. The receiver gets hit by the safety. The corner and the
you lost me you lost me on the play like 2 plays ago.
So shit! Happened, sorry. Anyway, my whole point is that they're making ridiculous calls on shit,
Referees
and what really pissed me off was
influencing games right now. Refereeing is definitely influencing games, and it's extremely frustrating. Not only as a fan, but a gambler.
Yeah.
The worst call that I saw, and it was the Michigan game. Literally, their running back got called for holding, and he got tackled.
Oh yeah, I think
that's the worst call I've ever seen because it's either you're just blatantly not paying attention or you're rooting for Northwestern.
Yes.
It's not even close. It's just so bad.
Yeah, I agree. Well, hey, speaking of Giants fan, you're on the phone. Be realistic. We're talking about the Giants game right now, man. Eli's been under heavy scrutiny, and for good reason. Beckham seems to come out and called him out.
What do you mean, though? What's funny about that is that he has the shortest time to throw in the NFL, right?
No, I get that, but what's the Giants' problem
but
then? What is the Giants' problem to you? What is the Giants' deal?
Josh, go out there with 11 dudes that are the size of Godzilla, and then I'm going to give you a ball and you get a second to try and hit a receiver halfway through his route. Just try it.
Oh,
It's impossible.
they
The
did
dude has
relieve
the
their
worst
last-
offensive line, and the fact that he was able to put up 31 points against the Carolina Panthers is honestly ridiculous.
Well, they did let Eric Flowers go. I think he's their left tackle. I mean, all kinds of scuttlebutt.
And
Yeah.
honestly, his backup is doing really well.
Is that right?
And
Okay.
Barkley is producing, and so is Beckham. Like we're putting out yards of offense. Like Eli's numbers are actually really good, other than the 2 interceptions in this last game. Like it's kind of difficult because like you want to say it's Eli, but then every single play. You guys probably don't watch the games, but it's like every single play. This guy literally comes back with the ball. And it's
Fucking
like,
Giants.
oh,
Who the fuck is watching the Giants right
I
now?
watch. I'll take that
We're talking
personally.
way
I
too
watch
much
the
time
games.
on
I work
the
at the
Giants.
damn network that produces your games.
Daniel.
You don't need to throw that out on us. It's not going to work, okay?
I'm
We're
just
gonna hear
saying,
more
that's on
from
him.
you.
I don't act like I don't
We're gonna
watch
hear
the
more
games.
from you on SportsCast Game Time coming up. We're gonna get.
So
you
did the
in
Giants
PC
win this
minute.
week?
Yeah, Giants win.
Oh,
I took
think-
the Giants. I took them.
I know. I heard. I think they win this week. I think at home, coming off that loss, dude, you could see the soul leave Odell when that guy kicked that field goal. You could see his soul leave his body. It was so heartbreaking. So
Yeah,
I think they're gonna rebound.
I agree. All right, bud. Appreciate you calling in the show, buddy.
Yeah, later, buddy.
I agree with I think with the loss of Ajayi, he's going to really hurt the Eagles this week. And I think the Giants are going to take that
He
game.
doesn't
home.
know what he's talking about.
He doesn't know what he's Jesus Christ.
63 yarder.
Oh my!
I can't tell you how happy I was.
All
dude.
right,
I've never been that happy. in my
Next
life.
next game up here we got
Buccaneers versus Falcons.
Buccaneers versus the Falcons
Big
here.
Mike, your team is stumbling.
And let's see, Mike. There we got people
And
chiming in on YouTube as well.
bumbling.
Kevin's taking the Eagles. He chimes in on YouTube. We got Mike is taking the Eagles as well. So I'm the only one on the Giants. That's why I'm going to move up, Pete.
That's why we have a show. And
That's
they
why
don't.
I'm moving up.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
harsh.
and Murph chimes in. He's taking the Giants. So me and Murph are on the Giants
see,
this
Murph
weekend.
knows what's
See, there
going
we
on.
go.
He's got it going on.
All right, Knox. So we got the Bucks
Hey,
and
by
the
the way,
Falcons
Murph,
here.
I hope Butchie gets better, man.
Yeah,
Hope he's
me
feeling
too.
better.
Bucks and the Falcons here, Knock. What do you got?
This is again the South.
1-4 Falcons versus the 2-2 Bucks. What do you guys think the spread is on this one?
I think it's pick'em. I really do.
I think it's probably the Falcons by 1.5.
Let's see here. Falcons are favored by 3.5 in this one, so that's
a lot.
No,
that's gonna go to Cam. Does that go to Cam?
Yeah,
that goes to Cam. That one goes to Cam, right?
Yeah.
That one goes to Cam.
This is NFC South, and again, I've told you,
Yeah.
the NFC South, the road teams always pull off. I told you were here week one. I told you that
No, that's a thing.
right? That the Buccaneers are going to pull something off that week one. They're going to win this game. They're going to go into Atlanta and they're going to win this game. Atlanta is reeling. There's something's going on. They're not scoring. They're not scoring points the way they should. They're not stopping people the way they should at all.
Injuries
They've got some
defensively.
difficulties. The only thing that really concerns me is the quarterback situation in Tampa Bay. It's really rough, but they have players. And, Deshaun Jackson for fantasy is just putting up all kinds of points pretty much every single week. I like Tampa Bay going in there, and not only do they cover, I think they win outright.
I'm going to take the Falcons in this one. I'm going to take the Falcons for the cover as well here. I think this is a do-or-die situation for the Falcons. That's the reason why I'm taking the Giants in the last game. Both these are home teams for me. Do-or-die situation, season on the line. They got to win this game. I'll take the Falcons. I'll take them for the cover. I think they win by 7 or 10 points in this. They're just the better team on both sides of the ball. Buccaneers came out hot in the beginning of the season. They've cooled down of late. I got to take the Falcons at home to win by at least a touchdown this one.
Well, I'm going to pick the Falcons, but knowing that if I pick the Falcons, because they do this to me every week, they're the worst team, they're going to lose. So the Buccaneers are probably going to win this game because I'm picking the Falcons.
There you go.
That's the way
Enough
it is.
said.
I don't know what the hell's happened with Atlanta. I get defensively because they've had some unfortunate injuries. They've lost 2-3 starters now. Offensively, I think it's their coordinator's just a drunk. I mean, that's just Steve Sarkisian doesn't know what he's doing.
That's
We need to get him back. We need to get him back on the hot sauce, dude.
Right?
That's when
Get
his
him
most
drinking again.
I know. That's when his most creative ideas were coming out. No, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah,
Like,
it's difficult to figure out what the hell's going on down there.
They're just trying to reinvent the wheel. It's just
All right, so
keep it conventional.
I'm on the Falcons. Knock, you're on the Bucks.
Yes.
And you're going to take the points. You betting on this game? I'm betting this game. I'm taking the Falcons.
I
like the Falcons on the
laying
bet
off
here.
division games.
All right, what do you got,
I'm
Cam?
no problem with
Do
those.
not touch this at all.
You can't, but you're on the Falcons.
I'm
though?
on the Falcons, but they're going to lose.
All right, next game up here. Here we go.
Bills versus Texans. You better have the ticket. Because it's the blackout game of the week.
I'm sorry, guys, but
this game is very poopy.
Yeah, it's it's very poopy. I'm going with the poopy game of the week, Bills versus Texans. We got the Bills at 2-2 and the Texans at 2-3 here, Knock. Oh, no, both at 2-3, right? Yeah, both at 2-3 here. Texans at home. I got to give the edge to the Texans here just because it's a home game. Allen coming off the win. I think it's a come down, the game for the Bills coming off that win last week. Texans are kind of on the roll, come back home, feed off that momentum. Their offense is kind of clicking a little bit, even though you didn't give it an end zone. They're still kind of moving the football. Big win. That's a big win to beat the Cowboys. That's normally a game to Cowboys.
Yeah,
it is.
Especially floundering around. That just shows you how bad the Cowboys are.
It is.
But the Texans were able to win this game.
With that being said, what do you think the spread is in this one?
Oh, the Texans are going to be favored by 6 points.
Texans by a touchdown.
Let me see here. Texans are favored by 9.5. Wow. 9.5. No respect to the Bills coming off the win in this one. Does that
at all?
I think we can all say we're going Texans for pick'ems. Is that we can say now? Let's break it down for the betting here. What do you got? We got real quick. Murph goes in. Murph's going in with the Falcons. Kevin's going with the Falcons, and of course Mike's going with the Falcons.
Guys, I picked them. They're gonna lose. I'm sorry. I'm doing
Mike,
this
Kevin
to you.
going Texas too. So what do you think betting wise though? 9.5.
I like those points, man. For some
Man,
reason.
Knock, that's tougher. I don't know what to think about the Bills. It's like
exactly.
We're not getting backdoor Bills this week. We're going. I'm taking it. Go Texans.
Cover the 10-point spread, Cam.
That's why.
After the display of pay,
scared money don't make money, Josh.
Look at this bad boy.
Sometimes you gotta flop it on the table. And
You
show
know what?
you got.
I'm actually gonna go with Cam. If I do bet this game, I'm going with the Texans to cover. I'm going with the Texans in the cover here. All right.
I don't even know over under on this. This could be 10-9 or 52 to 46.
Over under.
Texans
I
will pick. No, Fuller and Hopkins. They're gonna score some points in this game.
Here's the thing, Knocker. The Bills have gotten their upsets out of the way, I think, already. I think they surprised a couple teams, and now people are like, okay, they can play.
You're all forgetting this was a playoff team last year. They're not a horrible football team.
No, that's why I'm taking it. No, the Bills?
Games. Yes.
No, but they are. They traded away a lot of their players.
Talent-wise,
Still.
They don't have a deep threat. They don't have a receiver that's worth mentioning on this show. And then LaShawn McCoy,
I'm really just down on what Houston showed me in a game at home, national TV.
I'm going to take you're taking a pick'em still. You're taking a pick'ems.
Of course.
Okay, well, next up here, Knocker. Interesting game, actually, here.
Bears versus Dolphins.
Is this interesting, the fact that is this a game the Bears are going to flop? And this is where we see where the Bears are the Bears. Or are the Bears actually going to go and win this game in Miami?
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying,
the
though?
Dolphins
because
are
this
now
lines
who we
up,
thought they were.
But does this not line up for a Bears fall flat in your face?
No.
Miami comes back after getting
I can see that happening.
Because, Knocker, I like taking teams to get embarrassed because they're professionals. When they come, they got embarrassed by New England. They got embarrassed.
Yes, and then they blow a 17-point lead.
Exactly.
I don't think that's embarrassing. I think it's indicative of the team that they have.
Bears win
it was
this
smoke
again.
and mirrors the first 3 games.
What's
it's
the spread? What does Vegas think? Do the Vegas think the Bears are for real?
4.5 points.
I think the Vegas likes the Bears by 3.
Bears are favored by 3 in this one, Knocker.
The
Bears favored by 3 on the road. Both 3-2 Dolphins versus 3-1 Bears.
As a matter of fact, I like this big.
You're gonna go Bears bet big on this?
I swear, we're on a wavelength. We're on a wavelength.
Are you on this too? Bears big in this?
Absolutely.
I like the Bears defense to just shut this team down. Give them field position and Tannehill to throw 3 touchdown
I can buy it, guys.
passes.
I think you're selling me right now. Cam's on this too.
I didn't realize we had the same brain. I see you.
We're a lot alike.
You're like Will Ferrell and what's his name on Step Brothers.
Dude, he totally knows I'm throwing fastball outside.
All
right.
We
got it.
Yeah, he's got it.
Here's the reason.
So we're going Bears big. All right, Bears big.
The reason why we all love the Bears big. This is the thing that we got to talk about. The Miami Dolphins have 3 offensive linemen done for the year.
Yes. Murph time says it's going to be 90 with 100% humidity on Sunday. I like the Dolphins.
Ooh.
Murph comes in. Does that change your mind at all?
No.
Knowing the weather factor.
No. Because does it change?
Okay. Does it? You guys are really in sync tonight. You guys,
does it change Miami's offensive line?
No.
Exactly.
Right.
They're going to terrify them all
nothing.
day. Yeah.
Nothing.
I really think that offensive line attrition is going to kill them.
This is a team, Josh, that is shell-shocked. They went into Miami thinking they were good. Thinking, okay, right? We win this game. We're 4-0. We got control of the division. They're on a downslide. If we're ever going to get them, it's going to be now.
Yeah.
And they got their ass handed to them.
All right, so we're all going Bears.
You roll
big.
into
The Bears.
You roll into Cincinnati, you go up 17-0 and cough it up. This is a team that right now has no confidence.
All right.
They've got no offensive line, nothing going for them.
Let's also talk about that the Bears, I think, this year are going to be the Rams of last year, where they have the biggest win improvement. In the NFL. They're good.
That's not a bad call.
This is a team I've been all over all season. They are very.
I just can't buy into Mitch Trubisky still, even with the 6 touchdowns.
Doesn't matter.
Am I not seeing it? Like, are you seeing the 7? I just still don't buy it. Even with 6 touchdowns, I'm still not sold. Is that bad of me? Is that wrong? I just don't buy it.
It doesn't matter about Mitch Trubisky. It matters that they have weapons around him. Trey Burton's your tight end. You have Allen Robinson. You have Jordan
Much better
Howard.
personnel than his first year. Much better. And he's getting the ball in field position.
Yeah, with turnovers.
He's getting the ball maybe 3 more possessions a game than he did the year before, just because the defense is stopping the other team getting him back the ball.
All right, well, next game up here. So we're all on Bears big here.
I love you right now.
Here we go.
It's the same. It's literally the same thing I'm thinking.
I'm really not as stupid as I look.
No, they're creating turnovers, giving them short
Field
fields.
position, turnovers, possessions. Yes,
This man
absolutely.
understands.
No, I got you. All right, they have Drake and are clueless how to use them. That's what Kevin chimes in with the Dolphins. They have Drake and they're clueless on how to use them. So, all right, next one.
Why are
up
you picking
here.
Kenyon Drake?
Well,
I had nobody else to pick.
No.
But believe me, I picked him in the 12th round.
Okay, well then there you go.
Big
That's
game
your
here.
answer.
You talk about
all the other ones were gone. There was
Well, I'm
nobody
just
left,
saying
bro.
that's your answer. That's why you got him in the 12th round for a reason.
Rivalry game here. Here we go.
Steelers versus Bengals.
Steelers versus Bengals here. What do you got for the spread?
Interesting
This is
game
a
here.
really interesting game here, Knocker. We're gonna break this one down. What do you think the spread is between you two on this one? You guys have been pretty good, both of you, back and forth here.
Cincinnati has the better record.
Cincinnati 4-1, Steelers 2-2.
Nice comeback
Or 2-2
win.
and 1. I'm sorry.
Nice comeback win. Playing at home. Vegas is still not going to give them all 3 of those points. They're going to go 1.5 to 2.
For Cincy or Pittsburgh?
Cincy.
I think Cincy by 1.
Cincy by 2.5 in this one. They're gonna make you. They make you buy that.
They're not giving them the 3.
I was thinking
Yeah,
originally
not.
1.5.
Yeah, they're not going to give them that 3 points.
So what do you got in this? Now we
It's
got
still
this.
Cincinnati.
Does this Antonio Brown thing? It really is a situation we talked about, Knocker. This could be something that's hang over his head. Something that's distracting. Bengals can really take control of this division right now with this win right here. At 4-1. I got to go. Oh man, this is tough for me. I'm gonna let you guys talk this out. What do you?
Well, you just have such a hard on for the Steelers. Just
I
go with
do.
conventional
No, but I
wisdom.
can't
It's
because
the
I can't
Bengals.
buy. I still don't buy into. I still don't buy into the whole Steelers thing right now.
It's not about buying into the Steelers thing. It's the fact that their offense
You know what?
has been built.
You know what? F it. You know what? I get burned every time I take the Bengals. I get burned every time I take.
Their offense, the Steelers' offense, has been predicated on the fact
You know,
that they can,
I'm gonna go Cincy. I'm gonna
you
go
stop
Cincy.
interrupting him?
Yeah. See,
Jesus.
just flip flop.
I'm gonna go take a pee.
Cincinnati's. I think the Steelers' offense.
Talk away.
Have 36 seconds.
Are you sure you can last that long? 45 top. I think the Steelers' offense is predicated on running the football, chewing up clock, keeping that time of possession because their defense is not that good. That's been taken away. It's been burdened more on their defense. They're giving up a lot more points. I do like the Bengals. They're just playing better football right now. It's just that simple.
Okay, I can see all that except for the game that Connor had last week.
Yeah.
The running game was nice last week. And they've incorporated him. Remember, he's not the starter, so they've had to.
He's pretty damn good, though.
Exactly, but they've had to bleed him in. Last week they unleashed him.
Yeah.
Right? So now, my thing in here is it's the Steelers and it's the Bengals. The Steelers do not fear the Bengals. They're not intimidated. They're not worried. They're going to go in there. And, again, it's like the Dolphins going to New England. Cincinnati's sitting there saying, okay, man, this is it. This is our year. We got him. It's at home. We can take a lead in a Division II game. It's all about us, man. We'll just play our game. We're going to beat them. Cincinnati's going to go in there. I mean, Pittsburgh's going to go in there. They're just going to beat their ass. They're just going to beat their ass. It's going to be a 7-point game. It's not going to be a 20-point blowout. But this is Pittsburgh playing Cincinnati.
I hate that you're right.
Okay? This is Pittsburgh playing Cincinnati. There's no intimidation factor. There's no, they're in first place. Oh, shit, if we don't win. But no, this is Pittsburgh playing Cincinnati.
So what are you guys' picks?
With the better players, the better mojo. There's no intimidation factor. Pittsburgh's going to win this game.
Oh, you're going
by
Pittsburgh?
7 games. Oh, absolutely.
Cam, what are you doing? Really? No, you're going Pittsburgh?
Absolutely.
Wow. God damn it. I don't feel good about taking
It's the
Cincy.
Bengals.
I know.
I don't care. I'm going to be the contrarian. I'm taking the Bengals.
Go for it.
I'm taking the Bengals, too.
Why you got to hop on the bandwagon?
Murph says, bathroom Ben on the road. No thanks. Going with Cincy.
Bathroom Ben on the road.
Wow, that's a good one.
Says they won't have the
really
same
good,
day
actually.
running this week. Everyone's on the Bengals as far as the chat goes right
I
now.
really-
that scares me. That really does.
To me, if I bet the Bengals this week, it's like betting Arizona State. Or
I know.
Georgia Tech.
Yeah, you're buying into it, right? You're buying into it.
And
yeah.
every single freaking time I taste a little Kool-Aid, I get
You get burned.
the run.
Yeah,
Did you bet the San Diego State game?
Yes.
You poor soul.
Yes. And I'm
They
still
get your
hurting.
hopes up enough just to let you down.
Yes. It'll never happen again.
Just don't ever buy
I don't
in.
care if they're playing Sisters of the Poor. I am not betting
The
on
closest I ever got was the year that we were ranked like 5th or 6th in the country, and we went up to Corvallis on that Thursday night. That got I was like half chub, almost full, and I was like, holy crap! If we beat this team, we'll be like 10-0. We could be in the playoff. They lose, pretty much lose out the rest of the season. Arizona State football.
Yes. All right, well, next game, I was going to play Blackout on this game, but I won't because maybe it does hold some interest. I just have a very, you know how I feel about this person. I won't even mention his name on the show. Here we go.
Chargers versus Browns.
I don't even mention this quarterback's name. I won't speak his name until he actually does something of note.
What are you talking about? He's winning.
Yeah, he's winning. That's great. The team's winning. It's not just Baker fucking Mayfield
Then
here.
how come they weren't winning with their other quarterback?
They lost because of kickers.
How come they weren't winning with
Taylor? No. Tyrod Taylor could be 2-0.
How come they weren't winning with Tyrod Taylor?
Because a fucking kicker missed 2 fucking game-winning field goals.
Tyrod Taylor is not as good as
I'm not
Baker
saying
Mayfield.
that, but let's not just say that Baker Mayfield. Tyrod Taylor will at least be 1-1. Can we say 1-1?
Yeah.
Can we say Tyrod at least 1-1?
And when it came to national TV in his home stadium, he shit the bed.
All right, well, you know who shit the bed was the goddamn Chargers, and they keep shitting the bed. Right when you think they're supposed to be a goddamn good team, somehow they just I fall into the trap, and I feel like I've fallen into the trap again with them, thinking that they're good. They're 3-2.
Pop another
the
beer?
Browns are 2-2. What do you guys think the spread is? What do you think Vegas? No, this is something. I'm going to tell you right now.
This is the trappiest of trap games.
I'm going to see if you get whoever gets this closest. I give you props because I think this is different than what you guys think it is.
I think it's the Browns by a field goal.
I think the Chargers are favored by 5 points.
Chargers are favored by 1.
Okay.
That's really tough.
I thought
the
it was honestly
Browns
gonna go to
at
the Browns.
home, and the Chargers are only favored by 1 point.
Browns are winning.
Just
Browns are
remember,
2-1.
everybody
No doubt
just remember.
about this. It's the Chargers.
They say it's going to be
Browns
rainy
are
and
winning.
59 degrees at game time. Same thing with that Bengals game. Same thing with that Bengals game. It's going to be
that's
some weather.
Steeler weather, baby.
Remember
yeah.
2-3 years ago when the Browns had 0 wins and the Chargers came in? There was the Browns' victory.
Right?
It's a Chargers going to charge.
Yep. Browns are going to win.
But I'm taking the Chargers.
Oh!
I hate to say it.
Oh, wow. In the rain, in the muck, in the dog pound?
I like Felipe Rivers. There's something about him. I think the Chargers are going to play some of their best ball right now because they got to realize that Kansas City's eventually going to come back down to earth. Especially, I think Kansas City's going to be humbled this week. And if they can get that momentum and stay with Kansas City long enough, they can sneak the division because Joey Bosa is going to come back.
Okay, here's my reasoning right here. Okay.
I can't believe. Are you taking the Browns right now?
No, I'm taking the Chargers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chargers too.
Okay, well, let me.
I don't disagree with them,
Let me
though.
infer this, okay?
Give me your Baker Mayfield stroke job that you're going to give me
the
right
whole
now.
Team. They're first in like 9 categories in the NFL as far as takeaways, third down.
They're playing a lot of
passing
good ball.
yardage. Okay, this is not smoke and mirrors, Colin. It's not smoke and mirrors. This is a damn good football team. They came out and they played their arch nemesis, the Steelers, and they played them to a tie, and they should have won the game. The next on their list is the Ravens, who's been beating their ass
and they beat
for the last 6 years. And they didn't just beat them, they beat them in a freaking slugfest. They beat them in an ugly AFC North battle, and they beat them. This is not the same Browns team. It's not. I think physically they're going to manhandle the Chargers this week. The Chargers' offensive line isn't what it was.
So you're taking the Browns. Is this what
I
this
like,
is getting
I
down to?
like
So
the
you
Browns, absolutely.
Wow.
I hate that I kind of agree with his
I
opinion.
can kind of agree with it, but I still don't buy it. I don't buy it.
I think the Chargers are going to realize this week that they have a huge opportunity because Kansas City's playing in New England, and they realize they can get a game back.
Within a game. Yeah, I agree with you on that. All right, next game up here. Here we go. I think you could probably say
You better have the ticket, because it's the blackout game of the week.
This is a bad game.
Colts versus Jets.
Colts versus Jets. Yeah, you've got a couple quarterbacks that you might want to see, but other than that, I really could give a crap
I haven't seen
less
Captain Andrew
about
Luck's
this
blurb
game.
on this game.
You
I love that.
got
hold
Colts
on, let me see.
You got Colts
See if we
and
can find
Jets
him.
here.
That is the best guy on Twitter. Yeah.
That is
Go ahead.
funny.
Keep going.
Colts
Sorry.
and Jets here, Knocker. What do you think the spread is in this one? Jets 2-3 at home against the Colts 1-4. And a disappointing start to the season with Andrew Luck back. But hey, Sam Darnold got it done last week. Does he do it again at home?
Again, it's a
Can
teaser.
they win
The
back-to-back games?
The Jets come off an impressive win. It wasn't just
They
a
do.
win. It was an impressive win.
Yeah, it was.
They're playing at home again. I like Darnold. I think the Jets are 3.5. I think they're going to throw that half up there. They're 3.5 to 4-point favorites.
I was going to say 4. I was going to say Jets by 4.
Jets are favored by 2.5 in this one. Roughly a field goal. Basically, wherever you get it, it's going to be a field goal.
I like the Jets.
Jets at home.
Jets.
Man, this game, the weather does turn in this one. They say it's going to be 61 degrees and cloudy, so a little bit cool. I'm going to go with the Jets in this one too, man. It's just Andrew Luck.
They almost had two guys run for 100 yards, man. One guy ran for one something.
This is the Colts offense besides T.Y. Hilton, which just hasn't. They just don't have anything.
I know. It was against my team. I watched him barrel over them.
Yeah, they're tied into it. Doyle's out for this one, right, Cam? Is Doyle out for this one? I'm sure he's not. Doyle's out for this. It's just. I don't feel solid about because I wouldn't be surprised. Now, this isn't a game where oh, man, the Colts won when I come back on Tuesday and we talk about the Colts won. But I'm going to go with the Jets. I don't bet this game, but I'll go to Jets and pick 'em here.
I was going to take the Colts for the shock factor, but just what do they have?
That's what I'm saying.
Did you find Captain?
Yes,
Andrew Luck?
I did. So he said, "Dearest Mother, I have received your care package of peppered skunk tails and dried mouse ankles. The unit reached New York only to be informed the aircraft men want to battle in New Jersey. Frustrating. Their indecisiveness may be due what I am told is severe gangrene. Andrew."
What is that?
God, he's just the best guy on Twitter
The
right now.
the other one was, "Dearest Mother, as the men prepared to depart Boston, we received word a unit in nearby New York seeks battle. Scout reports those men are so infatuated with aeronautics they believe themselves to be aircrafts. We shall use the extra time to drill and hone our tactics." It's pretty good.
That is pretty good. I like that. All right, so we're all in the Jets. Are we all in the Jets?
Yes. Darnold's going to throw up another
But we're not
30.
betting this game, right, fellas? We're not going to sit there and bet this
I think
game
the Jets
not knowing.
cover. I think the
You're
Jets
going to
cover.
take the Jets in the cover here?
That running game, two guys running for 100 yards on the Denver defense.
All
Are
right.
you kidding me?
Man, there's a lot.
Yeah,
There's a lot of.
I'm going to take the Jets cover.
There's going to be a lot of divisional games this week. Here we go, another one.
I hate divisional games.
Seahawks versus Raiders.
Seahawks versus Raiders here. Is John Gruden tanking? You talk about a tanking team, maybe the Colts or the Raiders tanking at this point, because what's the point in keep winning? Why not tank and get some players here in the draft?
Never.
What do you think the spread? Okay, divisional game. What's the spread in this one, fellas?
That's not a division game.
Not a
I don't know
division
what the hell you're thinking.
I mean, not
about.
a division game. Yeah,
It's an old division game.
An old division game. That's what I'm thinking about. Yeah, that's where it's ringing a bell. Raiders at home in the hole, 1-4. Seahawks 2-3. Why is that? Yeah, why is that ringing a bell? Does that makes? I feel like
They
they're
used to be in the same division.
Yeah, that's why. Maybe those old NFL
Seahawks,
films.
Yeah, Seahawks used to be in the AFC.
Great battles. Some old Seahawks, Jim Zorn battles against the Raiders.
Yeah.
Some good stuff.
What do you think the spread is this one? Raiders home, 1-4. Seahawks 2-3.
Hawks by 2.5.
I think they're actually going to make the Raiders favored by 2.
Seahawks favored by 3 in this one.
Yeah, I figured.
On the road, Are the Raiders as bad as we think they are? And
Yes.
is the Seahawks, is Carroll's job on the line here if he loses this?
No.
Not with all the turmoil and the player turnover and all this stuff.
Actually, they've
he
played
gets a pass.
They've played a lot better than I thought they would.
Or how are
Honestly,
they going to play in this one?
They played a damn good game against the Rams.
They could have beat Denver in week 1.
But and here's my thing: the weakest link on the Seahawks team is pass protection.
Yeah.
The weakest link on the Raiders defense is pass rush.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think Russell Wilson gets a little more time. I think it's a close game. I think Seattle
Murph
wins
says
this,
it's
so.
1988 Knocker. Bo takes down the Boz. So
Right.
that's what he's saying right now.
Yes. Good call, Murph.
Seattle
what are you
with
going
the
to go?
black
Are you going
shoes.
Seattle?
Way back
What are you
then.
going to
Kurt
do,
Warner
Cam?
with the black shoes.
This is tough. This is a 50-50
This
shot.
isn't
Pick'ems here.
tough at all. This is
No,
not a
it's
tough
not?
game. No, this is Seattle all the way. And I have been banging on the table, and I said this before the season. John Gruden was a bad
Oh, I
hire.
agree with you. I've
he
been
was
banging
a
on-
500
me
coach.
too. I've
He
been
had
saying the same
one
thing.
really good
Took Tony
season.
Dungy's team and took him to the Super Bowl.
I think he's terrible with personnel. I think he's stuck in the 90s. Doesn't play in 2018. And trading Khalil Mack will go down. And not only this season, but in the future. It will go down as one of the dumbest moves in NFL history.
I agree.
And I think the Bears actually got a steal because I didn't think they gave up as much as people thought they did.
Yeah, I agree. I think I'm going to take the Seahawks knocker. You going to take the Seahawks in this one?
Yes.
I agree. I've been banging on John. I'm with you, dude. I've been banging John Gruden for the whole
The argument
forever on
that
the
your
show.
defense was bad with Khalil Mack and that you don't need him is
Why do
absolutely
you think
ridiculous.
John Gruden wanted 10 years?
Okay,
Why do you think he wanted 10 years? Because at ESPN, he knew he could be there forever, right? So the only job he's going to go to is he knows he has security. So yeah, you give me 10 years, of course I'm going to go.
Well, sure, he's not going to go where someone.
Why the hell not?
I
Come on.
Okay, I'm going to go Nolan Ryan. Trades.
The
The Khalil Mack trade.
Gretzky.
No, what?
Nolan Ryan.
Refresh my what team was that to?
Angels.
That was
back
the
in the day.
Angels.
Nolan
Gretzky.
Ryan. Buzzy
Gretzky.
Bavasi said it's the worst thing he ever did in baseball. He let him walk. He only pitched for 14 more years through 4 more no hitters. No big deal. And
Gretzky.
The Minnesota Vikings trading 7 players
Yes.
for the dude
Herschel
from
Walker.
Herschel Walker and setting the Cowboys up to win 3 Super Bowls.
Well,
in
Gretzky
that
trade
decade.
too, right? I mean,
That wasn't. I mean, the Oilers. The Oilers still were a competitive team, and they won the cup the year after the trade.
yeah.
That's true.
So it's not the same.
This next
thing.
game, we talked about it. 4 rookies won this past week. Cam, if you didn't know that, four rookies that played, they all won. And we're talking about another rookie here. Here we go.
Cardinals versus
Oh, God.
Vikings.
Man, Drew Rosen coming in, winning his first game knocker against the Vikings.
Drew Rosen's
Vikings.
an agent.
I mean,
Josh Rosen.
I'm sorry.
Drew Rosenhaus.
Yeah, Drew Rosenhaus. There you go. Vikings at home in this one. They came back last week, looked really good.
Didn't we have Ryan Leaf?
What?
Drew Rosenhaus? Didn't he have Ryan Leaf?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
It makes sense.
Oops.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, John.
No, it's okay. Cardinals on the road here against the Vikings.
Yes.
Vikings, for me, they bounced back last week.
Yes.
They look like they got the things turned around. What do you think the spread is on this one?
Oh,
Cardinals
this is big.
1-4.
This is big. The
Vikings
Cardinals are bad.
2-2. I think Cam's on the right note here. What do you got?
I don't think they go full 2 touchdowns, but I'm looking at 13.
No, the Vikings are 9.5, I believe.
10.5 here for the Vikings.
That's where the number
And I'm going to go with that and the cover in this one. I
love
think
it.
Josh Rosen gets eaten alive here by that defense.
Yeah.
I think this is like one of those games that Vikings like all right, we can get things turned. This is like a build-up game. You know what
okay.
I'm saying?
We
I
get-
got
we
Vikings
get
big
Thielen.
for the cover. Let's go through it. Vikings all the way
Right.
here.
We get
and sweep all
Stephon
the way.
Diggs and Thielens get big numbers.
All
The
right, we
one
got-
thing I've just hated is that
And Delvin Cook's a little bitch.
I just hate that
What is a
Kirk.
fucking bitch? You screwed me on fantasy. I'm going to have to wear the fucking imagery of the black dick next year.
Jesus Christ, man, he's so scared
Wow.
of this, man.
That's Frank Kramer's
It's not
thing.
like you haven't
Frank
done it.
Kramer's
Not
thing,
like you
man.
haven't done it before.
You know that time in Vegas?
Yeah.
of a bitch.
Remember that time at band camp? No, the one thing I'm sick about in the NFL is everybody banging on Kirk Cousins because he's been actually pretty good this year.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Yeah.
It's the running game. They have no running game this year.
Their offensive line sucks.
Yeah,
it's
and
terrible.
their running game sucks.
It's tough.
All right, next game here. Here we go.
Panthers
Not an easy
versus
league, man. You know, it really-
Redskins.
Panthers
He's been
versus
playing well.
NFL.
He's a top 5 fantasy quarterback right now.
Panthers versus Redskins in this one, fellas. What do you think the spread is? Panthers 3-1. Redskins coming off the Monday loss, short week here. Do the Panthers sneak one out on the road here?
Tough place to play. Panthers coming in off a big win.
Redskins off the big
I
loss,
think
short
the
week.
Panthers are going to be a road favorite. 3.5 points.
Panthers by 3.
I want to know what Vegas knows that I don't, because Washington's favored by a point.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
That's
Don't touch
retarded.
it then.
Yeah.
That seriously, what is it that
The
I
fix
don't
is
know?
in. You just got to be on the right
They're
side
coming
of it.
off a short week. I understand they're
Right?
home. I understand they're home, but they're coming off a short week and they're still favored. I'm gonna, I have to go Panthers.
Yes, you have
I
to.
have to go Panthers. But I feel like you're
You
gonna,
know what, though?
round it out.
For
the
those of you in
Panthers here.
fantasy that have Vernon Davis, look for a big game out of my
Yeah.
boy, Vernon Davis.
Biggins, what's up, Biggins 212? I don't think you've checked in before. What's up, Biggins? I'm gonna chime in here. What's up to a guy named Biggins? What's up, Biggins?
I will say after 4 weeks, I didn't expect them to be leading their division.
Biggins.
Their division sucks, though.
Hey, Mike, learn how to type. It's not the Panthers. It's the Panthers, okay? There's an H in there. Yeah, Mike's on the
He's
Mike's
keeping-
on the
he's-
drink right now. All right, getting to Cam's
No,
game.
he's keeping the H's for sandwich.
Oh, man,
keeping the
Lord.
H's for the sandwiches.
Oh, it's good stuff. All right, Cam,
Out of everything.
big game. Your season right here. Here we go.
Rams
Oh, we're gonna lose.
versus Broncos.
Rams versus Broncos.
God, this
How
is a
much respect
trap.
does Vegas have?
This is a
Is it?
trap.
Because it's setting up Knocker. I smell it, too. I smell it.
7.5 Rams favored. This is such a trap game. I do not touch
No, it's
it.
not. You guys are gonna.
What do you
smash
think the
this.
spread is?
It's got to be a touchdown, right? At least.
You guys are right on. It's a
4.5.
touchdown. Rams favored by a touchdown.
Okay, but the Rams do
Rams
not have
5-0,
Cooks.
Broncos 2-3.
They don't have Cooks. Right?
Yeah, Cooks is gone.
Don't know who their kicker's going to be. Still
Yeah,
don't
it's
know who
true.
their kicker's going to be.
On the
They
road,
say
coming
Cooper
off
Kupp's
a
playing, but
I saw that he was
second game on the road, coming off a Seattle win.
right?
That's a travel.
Division, hard-fought game.
Is
up
this
in
the trap?
Seattle.
No, I think let's ride the Broncos this week, guys. Let's do it.
I'm not
Fuck
doing
the
it.
horses. I'm going with the Rams. Fucking bastards.
Cam, come on. If you do it, I'll do it. Actually, I shouldn't take that. He's on the second page.
You know what?
No, you can't do it, dude. You can't do it.
Nah.
You can't do it.
I'm taking the Rams, and you know what? I just want to take the Rams so we can fire our coach. I hate him so much. He's so
Vance
terrible.
Joseph out of here.
It
Get
just-
Vance Joseph out of
I
here.
just
My guy at work, bro, got to go.
You know what?
we hired Vance Joseph over Kyle Shanahan. If we would have hired Kyle Shanahan, we'd still be a really good team.
Probably. But you still don't have a quarterback.
He can
Guys,
he makes
don't-
CJ Beathard look good.
You don't.
I'm going to go Rams.
quarterback.
I'm going to go Rams with the pick'ems. I'm going Broncos in the points for a take.
Okay. All right.
That's a hot take. I think we get
Yeah.
blown
No,
out.
for the +7, give
This
me a
is
touchdown.
very
at
tough
home.
game.
That's
at
it.
altitude, the whole,
It is.
it's just so.
Now,
set
is this
I
up.
think they're gonna run us out of the building.
You know what, Cam? I'm sorry because we're both at home this week, and both our teams I think are going to lose. Here we go.
Jaguars versus Cowboys.
We're not going to score more than 14 points.
Your
It's
team
not happening.
sucks.
It's not happening. Oh,
We'd
dog,
be a
you
very
know
good-
it's not happening.
We'd be a very good game. Broncos really good defense
and
versus
Murph
an
says
inept
Cooks
offense.
is playing Sunday.
that?
Murph chimes in, says Cooks is playing Sunday.
We're gonna lose by a lot.
Odog says Rams on the roll. Yeah, I'm going to go. We're all going to go Rams in that one. But going with the Cowboys, I got to go with the Jags. I'm going to go with the Jags here. What do you think the spread is in this one? What is Vegas? Everyone likes to bet on the Cowboys. They know the money comes in. Can they sucker in the Cowboys bettors? What do you think?
6.5.
What do you think it is?
6.5.
5.
Roadie.
Jags by
3.
5.
That's all.
3.
What is with this cowboy love?
All right, everybody.
They
I'm sorry.
Suck.
I'm sorry, but give me the Jags and give me the -3. I think they cover and I think they win.
So
I'm sorry, but the Cowboys' offense right now is
If
putrid.
they score 17 points,
They're gonna
I'll be
stack the box
stunned.
so bad on Ezek. They're gonna stack the box so bad. Our kicker will miss 2 kicks and we will fucking lose this game. It's happening. Jags in this one.
So everybody, take your house deed and put it on this
Even
game.
O-Dog said Jags all day.
Take your house deed and you put it on the Jaguars because they are going to roast this team.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think Blake Bortles is going to it's going to be good Blake Bortles.
This is an angry team.
Yeah.
Yeah, Murph likes
This
the
is an
+7
angry
points
team.
too on the Denver game.
Well,
So
Yeah, I'm telling you, Denver's just they're not that good.
no, but I'll take the
They
7.
played-
That's a backdoor touchdown in Denver, written all over.
No,
it in
they
that game.
played 2 bad teams at home to begin
All right, we
the
got
season.
3 more games here, guys. Don't be out of here. Here we go.
Ravens versus Titans.
Ravens versus Titans here, Knock.
So meh.
This is a
Boy, what
meh.
a disappointing
Yeah, this is a meh game, but it's
But
in
they're
that,
3-2 still.
It's that afternoon.
Decent record, but just not showing.
3-2 Titans, 3-2 Ravens
They
here,
play-
Knocker.
they play shit ball.
The
I bet
Titans
the
are
under
2-0
in
at
this
home.
one-
Titans are 2-0. The under.
No, wait, don't tell me. The over-under is going to be like 29.
No. Knocker, there's nothing to 29. It's 41.
I'll bet the under.
Knocker, I don't know about that.
Bet the freaking under.
I love
dude.
that. That's actually fun.
I
as
actually
hell.
bet the over because I love betting overs on these small ones because it's been Knocker. You think about how the NFL is going, the way they're calling games, they're scoring more touchdowns. That's why I took the over in the Panthers Giants last week. Everyone said take the under, took the over, hit that motherfucker easy. Yes, I'm taking the over in this game, high scoring game. I'm gonna go with the Ravens on. I'm gonna go to you first.
I'm going Titans.
He's going with the Titans.
Yep.
I'm taking the Ravens.
I'm going to take the Ravens, too, and I think it's going to be a
Ravens are coming
27-24 Ravens with
Very
that
physical game
they're
last week.
Yeah, but they're
A
going
very
to win with that
mentally
kicker.
mind
That
fucking
kicker's
game
going to
last
win the
week.
game.
They lost to the Browns.
Yeah, that's not
They
good.
lost to the Browns.
That's why I think they
and
win.
Physically, they got beat in a game that they normally win.
You know
this
what
has got to mentally mind.
It's
know
going to
what
be
this
65
team.
and rainy, too.
You know what I will
Hey, for that Broncos game, 34 degrees, guys. Impossible snow. Just
I
think
forgot
about
they were
that.
playing it. They weren't playing it
Think
snow
about
today.
that.
Well, altitude's going to make a little difference, but they're going to
Think
hang
about
on.
that Denver game.
Yeah, I like
Denver's
those 7
not
points.
All right, what do you guys?
I do.
Ravens, Titans.
Titans.
You know what? I think it's going to be the Ravens.
I'm
And
going to
you
go
know who's
Ravens. I'm going to go Ravens on the road.
most underrated pickup of the season, John Brown.
Oh, yeah,
to
he's
the
been
Ravens.
great. He's been great.
Fantastic.
And great Sunday night football game. Here we go.
Chiefs versus Patriots.
Chiefs versus Patriot. Pat Mahomes, baby. Is he the real deal? I think he is. Even if he wins or loses this game, I'm still just impressed with the kid, no matter what. What do you
Broke my
think
heart.
New England, though, thinks? What do you think the over-under is for this game, first of all?
8,000.
58. 58.
59.
I was going to say like 60.
Yeah, if you guys are right there. What do you think the spread is in this one?
The Chiefs have
New
to be
England is
favored.
3-2. Chiefs are 5-0.
Nah,
Chiefs
they're
are
gonna give the hoodie-
Chiefs are 3-0 on the road, but the Pats are 3-0 at home.
Understand.
I'm going to
Chiefs
say
are
the.
going to be favored. 2.5 points.
No, I'm going to say the Patriots 1.5.
Patriots share by 3.5.
Fuck that. I'm taking the Chiefs and those points.
It's gonna be 61 and cloudy.
Sorry, Murph.
Not sunny and cloudy. Just nothing. No.
Sorry, Murph.
Oh my God.
Don't do it, Josh. We all.
I'm gonna take the Patriots. I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, I'm not.
This
gonna
is
get
the
sucked
game
into
where
it.
the
Yeah.
Chiefs season turns into we're not going to win a playoff game at home.
No, this
the
isn't
exact
because I think the
game.
Chiefs are good, but they're not winning. I'm going with the. Oh my God.
The
I'm
Chiefs
going with
are the same
Patriots.
team
yeah,
every
I'm
year.
not gonna fall trap. I'm not gonna fall trap. I think Pat said, like you said, I think James White's gonna be huge in this game.
Yes.
And I think the Pats are gonna win a close game because I think they're not gonna be a blowout because they're not gonna blow out anyone. They win by 6 or 7 points in this one. I think it's a 27-23 Patriots win.
I really do think that this is where the Chiefs season turns, and
You're
Tom
going
Brady.
Chiefs, huh? You're going
Tom
Chiefs?
Brady is going to abuse that defense. That defense is one of the worst I've ever seen. It's really bad.
All right, last here.
Except on third down, leading the league on third down stops.
Yeah, but they're bad. Tom Brady's going to absolutely abuse them. He's going to dink and dunk them all night.
All right, here we go. Next game, last game, Monday Night
What
Football.
page are you on?
Monday Night Football.
Well,
49ers versus
I mean, we were so in
Packers.
sync for a while there.
49ers versus
Dude, you're just
the
wrong.
Packers
You're just
here.
wrong about this. The Chiefs, every year they start 3-4.
Well, I have to
0.
make up some ground, too. So that's,
Monday Night
that's
Football,
playing
guys.
into-
I understand that. It's just
Packers 2-1, Niners 1-4. What do you think the line is?
Packers by a lot. I'm going to say Packers by like 11.
12.
9.5.
Take it.
I'm gonna take it too.
In Lambeau?
They don't have any weather update, but I'm sure it's gonna be.
The Packers suck. That is just not.
Yeah,
a
they don't suck, but the
C.J. Beathard on the road?
C.J. Beathard in Lambeau.
Right
Give me
in
the
the
Packers.
frozen tundra.
This is the game where the Packers turn it like this is like a New Orleans game. I think on Monday night, like it's where the Packers just throttle, like they just lay the hammer down to the Niners.
And don't think that Aaron Rodgers for a second doesn't know what Brett Favre used to do on Monday nights.
Yeah, exactly.
He always lives up to that. He loves playing on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I agree with you.
I think the Packers beat the crap out of them.
Yeah,
absolutely.
The lockiest game this week is by far the Vikings.
All right,
Take
Knocko,
them.
I'm going to get
Okay.
to your college football here, and then we're going to wrap up the show. Let's get to what you got on the slate. We got some games coming up.
Oh, God.
God bless the Alabama Crimson Tide and covering the halftime spreads. God bless you. 31, they cover. 35, they cover. 27, they cover. Thank God for the Alabama Crimson Tide. It's turning out to be a very interesting scenario coming up for the playoff season if everything washes out the way it's supposed to watch out. With Notre Dame's victory over Stanford, then Virginia Tech, they have a win over Michigan, which becomes amazingly huge if Michigan can somehow beat Wisconsin and Ohio State. That win over Michigan becomes enormous. I truly think the Trojans are going to rise up and beat Notre Dame and knock them out of this. But
I like that.
Here's the scenario. Notre Dame goes undefeated. Bama obviously is in. Clemson goes undefeated, wins the ACC. Right? Georgia loses the SEC title game, thus having one loss. Right?
You're not keeping Texas out.
Ohio State goes undefeated.
Oh, shit.
What do you do now? You know the TV networks are clamoring for Notre Dame. If Notre Dame runs the table, do they get in over those teams?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. I think
so,
Notre
too.
Dame.
I'm with you too,
I think you
Cam.
get in that scenario. I think you get Clemson, Alabama, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and they know how big a draws they are.
Right? And Georgia gets jammed.
Georgia gets jammed. But you know what? Georgia should have beat Alabama. I think the team that doesn't get left out, and I think it's going to be funny because they probably had the worst loss in the country. I think Texas. If Texas runs the table, I think Texas is going to the playoff.
See, they're right there. And I've been telling you, and I told you, and I told you, and anybody that would listen. I saw Texas play USC in person last year. USC won in double overtime. Texas beat their ass. Texas defense. This win over Oklahoma was very impressive. Huge, enormous. Okay, they lost to Maryland on the road. Maryland has something on Texas for the last 2 years. Who knows? Right now, Texas is a really, really good football team. And the rematch, Texas-Oklahoma in the Big 12 championship game is going to be epic. It's going to be fantastic.
There's so many scenarios right now. The great thing about college football, Michigan probably has the greatest chance to, if they run the table, they're going to have a gauntlet of games here.
Sure.
Wisconsin, Ohio, or they have Wisconsin, Michigan State, Penn State 3 weeks in a row.
Well, Michigan State sucks, but the name, the gauntlet, the name will mark you out.
And then you get Ohio State at the end of the season, and then a Big Ten championship.
Right. Now, what do you do with Florida? I watched Florida beat LSU this weekend with a defense that was just unbelievably strong. Very, very impressed with it. If they run the table, that means they beat Georgia. That means they get to the SEC championship game with one loss and lose to Alabama. If somebody else loses, Florida has a decent shot to make the playoffs, depending on some of these scenarios. But that was really impressive what they did to a really good LSU football team. Okay, this week you have the Utah Utes at home against Arizona. Utah went in and beat the shit out of Stanford. Is Utah good, or is Stanford just reeling from the physical loss at Notre Dame the week before? Not sure. Not real impressed with Stanford. I like Utah to cover this at home. Alabama's a 28-point favorite against Missouri at home. They covered this by the half. Whatever the halftime line is on this, bet it. Alabama's just absolutely money. Game of the week. Georgia goes to LSU.
Oh, my God.
Georgia goes to LSU.
That's going to be a great game. Is that a night game?
If it is, it's even better.
Oh, my God.
Night games in LSU are just absolutely unbelievable. LSU gets 7.5 points at home.
No, take the Bulldogs. Take the Bulldogs big time.
Wow, really?
Oh, absolutely.
You like that?
I think LSU regressed to the means last week against Florida. I don't think LSU is as good as people think they are.
Okay.
Their defense is legit, though. Their offense.
That game is at 12:30 in the afternoon, by the way.
Okay,
Nope.
It's not a home game.
I'm
so
taking Georgia.
that does make a difference.
That makes a
the
huge
atmosphere at night in LSU is like Georgia Tech at night.
Say it's going to be 81 degrees. Yeah.
Okay.
Give me Georgia.
Michigan State goes to Happy Valley. Penn State's a 13.5-point favorite over Michigan State.
It's going to be rainy and 52.
I like Penn State.
Rainy and 52.
Michigan State's quarterback, I said it after week 1 when they played like crap against Utah State on opening night. I have no idea where to find this guy. He's terrible. Penn State's going to win this game. I think the UCLA Bruins get their first win of the season this week.
Nice. I love it.
Right? They go to Berkeley. They play the Bears. The Bears are -7. I love the points. I love UCLA in this game. UCLA is 0-4. They're a very good 0-4 football team. When you watch them play, they play every play.
Can that even be said?
Yes.
There's a difference between a team that just gets the hell beaten out of them and a team that competes.
Correct, and they're 0-4 and they know it, but they play every single play. They are playing for Chip Kelly. They get their first win this weekend. This is my lock of the week. UCLA goes to Berkeley.
Right.
They cover the spread, and they get it. Notre Dame's a 21
How many more games you got?
Just a couple.
Okay, that's good. Okay, keep
Notre Dame's a 21-point favorite at home against Pittsburgh.
Take that.
Huge letdown game for Notre Dame.
Over-under is 54 in this one.
I like the over in this.
Cam?
Oh, I love Notre Dame to hammer Pittsburgh. I watched that Pittsburgh-Penn State game. Penn State could have hung up 70, 80 on them. They called the dogs off.
I understand.
Terrible.
Notre Dame's had 3 really big games in a row. The last 2, Stanford, then going on the road to Virginia Tech under the lights. They did not play well in the first half. Took over the second half. They effed me at halftime on my fucking parlay by giving up a 75-yard drive with less than a minute left in the first half, thinking you know what. But 21 points is a lot of points. This is a backdoor cover if I've ever seen one.
They have played not up to par at home. They've had those close games against Vandy. Michigan game, they probably should have blown out Michigan.
Right? They changed quarterbacks. I do look like this quarterback a whole lot better than the starting quarterback. Colorado is a 7-point favorite coming into Coliseum to play the Trojans. This is a very, very, very tough game because I still don't know what you're getting out of USC. The defense of collapse against Arizona and all the points they gave up in the third and fourth quarter against Arizona scares the shit out of me. I think Colorado stays unbeaten. I think they come down here. I don't know if they cover, but I think they stay unbeaten. Utah State -27 against UNLV. Ride the Aggies, baby. The Aggies have been money all year long.
Ride
Georgia
the
Tech
Aggies.
-3 against Duke at home. They're going to throw up another 60 points. Bet on Georgia Tech this
You know
weekend.
what? I'm going to do it just because I'm going to say this. I think the Wolverines cover at home.
The 8?
I do.
You like that?
I actually love
Against
it.
Wisconsin?
I actually think that our defense is playing at such a high level.
I like the way you say that because I've said it. Since the first
1 minute,
time-
fellas.
Since the first time I saw Hornibrook play, turnover machine at the wrong time. Michigan's going to pick him off a couple of times, at least one pick six. I think Michigan wins the game.
Cam, thanks for coming in, man. I really miss you, man. It was a good time. That was a fucking fun show. Dude, 2.5 hours, dude, of funness.
That was awesome.
It was brought to you. Check us out on iTunes to get down the show. Spread the word. Spread something. Check us out on Twitch at SportsCast Squad. Again, we'll bring in a new podcast as well. Cam, love you, buddy. Be good humans. Have a good weekend, everyone. We'll see Mark Cooper's out on Tuesday.
Yeah!
We'll talk to you guys next week.
Man, the bowler.